What's up? What's up? My bad, everybody. I didn't realize it was actually already 12:30, so I was not quite 100% ready. So give me a second here. So in the description, there is a list of all the games that they're supposed to talk about today. I don't even actually know what this game is. Hold on. There we go. I don't hear any audio either. I know it's there. Just bear with me. I thought, I don't know why, I thought it was earlier than it was. Alright, let's do this. My headset is giving me issues. Alright. What's up? So I think, I don't know for sure, but I think this is like Everness. Neverness to Everness? That's what it says at the top. NTE, Neverness to Everness. It's some kind of a pirate game. Xbox is being hacked? What do you mean? Give me a sec. What's up, Christian? What's up, Eastwood? What's up, Nava? What's up, Warden? What's up, Travis, Oddish? Am I going to play Wolverine? What kind of a question is that? Thank you, Stardew Valley, for the follow. I don't know why it's not doing that. What is up? Is this Windrose? Oh, maybe. I don't know. What's up, Lego Museum? Thank you. I'm so glad that I'd seen your tweets before until recently. I don't know why I didn't follow you sooner. But Lego Game Museum on Twitter is such a great follow. So I'm glad we have crossed paths officially. So kind of interesting. I saw some Bond stuff when I was in... yeah, Stephen Brook. I try to reply to everybody on Twitter. At least acknowledge, let everybody know that I saw it. You know what I mean? Anyway, did I miss anybody? What's up, Charles? What's up, Urier? What's up, Regular Gamer? Listen, it's a Frank Miller mask. I didn't pick it. It was just... What's up, Geo? It was just in the thing. What's up, Manny? Sorry, I gotta hatch my Pokemon eggs real quick. See if I get any shinies. But yeah, this is the kind of the preview to the main show. What's up, Leo? Xbox is sending weird spam notifications. I haven't seen any. I'm on Xbox right now. That doesn't mean it's not happening. I haven't seen any. I'm sorry that is happening to you. All right. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. I'm very unassuming, if you will. So I don't like, I don't know. I don't think too much of me. So, but we're here to have a good time. Let's go big screen for a minute. All right. So, all right. Calling a Mexican ninja is hilarious. Yeah. What's up, Star Valley? I have a massive announcement. I'll tell you what I want. I've been trying to put together a video of the top 10 most wanted suits for Batman that I want in Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which I've got my trusty notebook right here. This is obviously going to be my #1 most wanted suit. It's already in Fortnite. So, yeah. hopefully we get that. So, but I've got some other. Did I see your last message? I don't know. Oh, I didn't even tweet that we're live, did I? Hold on. I like my thumbnail for this. I kind of went out of my way. But anyway, the official show starts in 23 minutes. All right, let's drop our tweets. Not that anybody ever comes here from Twitter, but I don't know. I liked my thumbnail for some reason, but yeah. Batman Beyond the End. Well, Batman Beyond's already coming. Like, there's DLC for Batman Beyond, so you're already getting that. But yeah. I was gonna ask about the suits. Yeah. So you're all good, random guy. I've got like, I was saving some pictures. Hold on. I also like to do suits that have never been in the game before. So like, this is the nth metal suit. I don't think this suit's been in the game yet. So this is one of them that I was thinking about. Obviously, we've got to have, you know, the bat nipples. Nightfall. I can't remember if Nightfall has been in a game. I think it might have been. It wasn't in Supervillains. I don't think it was, though, but it might have been. I don't know. So Nightfall. I mean, it's such a sick suit, right? This is like all my downloaded images, so I might have, oh, this one. This is like the Two-Face suit. I thought that one was kind of cool. Good old Charlie McAvoy. I don't know if you guys saw these last week, the Valentines they did. These are all the things that I've been downloading lately. My new Lord rank icon. Thought Nightfall was in Lego Batman 3. I mean, Lego Museum, Game Museum would know better than me. I thought I had some other images. Alright, whatever. Anyway, what's up, E-Master? What's IGN Fan Fest? It's basically like a Summer Game Fest presentation, something like that. They've got a number of different game announcements and trailers and interviews. I think we're gonna see a new trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, the movie. So we're just gonna react to whatever we get. They have promised some new stuff for Lego Batman, which obviously is what we're most interested in. What else do I have Lego Batman sitting around? Anything? I gave away a lot of the stuff they gave me to the children of my life. So my neighbor Spencer, I gave him some stuff. No, nothing else laying around right now. I don't think Nightfall... I don't think he was in his DLC, yeah. I'm super stoked about Crimson Desert, man. It looks so good. And it comes out soon. So the next games that are on my radar... Hold on, let me... No, not that. So I've got this list up right now of games that are releasing soon. So some of the next games that are on my radar right now... So the 26th is tomorrow. I might consider Pokemon Red, but I don't think I'm going to, just because I mean it's only $20, so maybe. But next week we have Poketopia on March 5th. Pokemon Poketopia. So we've got that. On March 10th, we have Legends. What's up, Wookie? What's up? Alright, I missed anybody. On the 10th, we have Ghost of Yotei Legends. So I'm gonna obviously play that. I don't know about Toxic Commando. I know Travis had asked about it, but the reason I don't know is because WWE 2K26 is coming out. Obviously, CM Punk is a big part of that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold on. I believe in Joe Hendry. Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Tokyo. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I quit. Making his way to the ring from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 200.
You just turn the music down a little bit. Anyway, I had this on the other screen. I could hear it. So I was like, damn, I got to pull this up. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Anyway, what's up, Iman Likes Men? I wish Santa Monica came out about the next God of War installment. Yeah. W calls to you like the Green Goblin. Exactly. So, I didn't want to get hit too hard, but I'm so, like, listen, I got to be honest with you guys. Thank you, Spooky Times.
Since Street Fighter 6 was released, the latest
Shock
in the popular Street Fighter franchise, and it's still going to be
Appreciate
around
ya.
for many years to come. If you played
Here's a little bit of
Street
Street Fighter
Fighter
6.
came out and then stopped after a while,
Anyway,
there have been some
last
major
week,
updates to the core
they
gameplay
did the,
systems and character balance
the
since
Creator
then.
Fest
So,
in,
if you're excited for a new DLC character or a recent
in
tournament got you hyped for the
Stamford,
game
Connecticut.
again,
All right, now
here's
I've
some of the
been
big updates for Street
to
Fighter 6
two
since it came out.
WWE 2K events. I probably didn't belong at either one of them, but I appreciated I appreciate being there. I would trade both of those. I would trade both of those to have been at the one last week. The right people were there, okay? The right people were there. I did not belong there, but last week's was so cool. I would have driven there. They would not have had to pay anything. I wouldn't have charged them for gas. I've driven to WWE headquarters before. CM Punk was there. That's all I care about. Is CM Punk was there. If they just let me come there, hang out, say hi to CM Punk, and leave, I would have stayed on them forever. But I still will. And I'm going to get the game, so yeah.
But some small changes like starting a combo with light attacks that will scale
anyway,
more than
I heard that Joe Hendry music and I had to jump over.
Damage for starting combos with your fastest buttons. Other things like
so we got a little bit of Street Fighter 6. They are going to show us something new from that in a little bit. What's up, Scott Dawson? Tell them lower to I feel you, man. I want to go I wanted to go to WrestleMania, man. I thought about this. I thought this year was going to be the year. I don't belong there though. I'm not. I don't play. I played less of 2K last year than I did the year before. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. One of the reasons I don't play more than I do is because I just can't get good at the game, and I don't want to embarrass myself. You know what I mean? So I'm not good enough, and that messes with my head. You know, like that's why a lot of the content that I do post is just AI fights. But early release for my son. All right, have a good one, Eastwood. Or back to parry a mid or a high attack. Before, the perfect parry would trigger off of any attack, yeah, you have to actually know which moves it is what it is, though. These various changes made perfect parry more of a deliberate call out rather than just something you would toss out and hope for the best.
Now, of course, Street Fighter being Street Fighter, there's also been lots of new characters and stages since the game has come out.
So we're showing a bunch of Street Fighter stuff on the background.
Season of the game, and we've had lots of new people show up.
I don't have anything cool to
which
show right now.
We had first ever guest characters in Street Fighter history, as we had Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui of Fatal Fury and King of Fighters.
So I guess we'll just watch the Street Fighter stuff.
Excellent.
They're showing Terry Bogard, who came. I'm assuming they're going to show another
Aki, who dabbles in poison.
Another DLC pack or something. Bison, the dictator of Shadaloo. How is Deadpool vs. Batman? Oh, it was really good, man.
Rashid, fan favorite.
I know it's you, Spooky. I know it was you.
Who are now, by the way,
I have not read Batman Deadpool though, because I don't want to open any of my actual books.
The boxer powered
but
by
Deadpool Batman was.
And even
such
in
a
the
good
current
book.
season of the game, we've had characters like fan favorites, Sea Viper, and Sagat return to the roster. And of course, everyone's getting various stages as they show up. And there's more to come as well. And the fact that Street Fighter will be around for many years to come, it's safe to say you can expect a lot of new
Welcome Digit Punks and Lego Fan
now,
045
one of the most important changes
to the Discord. Appreciate you.
Fighting game is the balance.
If you want to join the Discord,
since the launch of Street Fighter 6, there's been a lot of balance changes for the cast. Some are great, some
Batman
are
Deadpool is definitely better. Oh, nice. I just don't like to open my actual comics. So I did buy.
Some changes are small, but
you know what? I could probably just buy it.
Who has her steam
on
metal mechanic?
I got a tablet recently.
The more her various attacks and command grabs do. They have implemented that into.
I got a new iPad.
Moves. For example, her big dramatic level 3 super move now scales with her medals.
DC Universe
so it will
Infinite,
do more and more damage the more and more medals you have, making them all the more important. That's a really nice buff.
But it's not available yet. There's not a way to buy it.
A lot of buffs, so much in fact they had to wind them back a little bit in later patches. But things like his big charge heavy
I can't figure out how to buy it anyway.
Damage. His iconic lariat move,
and there is a version that costs more per month, but I don't want to buy it.
Is now safer on
like I don't know that I'm going to use it enough to.
More advantageous.
Oh wow, there's a Flash Fantastic Four comic.
His critically important move forward heavy punch, the big headbutt, became so advantage. It
yeah, you can only read it now with Ultra.
Him new combos. A character like Chun-Li didn't.
I did not know there was a Flash Fantastic Four.
But just enough.
Is Street Fighter on Game Pass? I don't think so.
Heavy punch is now safe on block no matter how close you are to the enemy.
But I'll figure it out.
Gave her a lot of
I
new
did
combo
recently
routings,
buy
like her stance medium kick can now
Absolute
go
Batman
heavy spinning
Volume 1
kick,
and 2.
or
so I do need to read those.
Heavy punch on drive rush just so you can get just a little bit more damage.
That's in my plans.
Kimberly has achieved many fantastic buffs.
Yeah, the Jeff Crypto is so cute.
Hold
on,
I have
the
simple,
image
like
of that.
just some of her combo structures have changed up, like being able to combo into level 2 in places where she couldn't, and her level 2 super doing more damage on top of that. Her standing heavy punch getting a very significant range buff, making it just easier to use in neutral and for whiff punishing. And the fact now when she does her level 1 super,
I don't know where I
she
saved
can choose
it.
whether or not to use her spray can. So if you want to save it for later, you can. And many more.
All right, I can't find it. Oh well.
Honda got buffs, and
I gotta go through like all my images,
headbutt, which is safer on block by the numbers, but left the enemy closer. So he had to now vary his game plan because he would not just be pushed all the way back. Some of the buffs he got to make up for this include his stand medium punch, which now is much more advantageous on hit, and also moves forward a lot.
Yeah, I don't know where I saved the image, but there's like Jeff and Crypto basically playing beach volleyball.
A hard knockdown
so cute. I loved that page. That was a good page.
Since a hard knockdown forces the opponent to wake up in place, that means they're putting a very
anyway. What's up, Daniel? Looking in the description, I have a list of all the games they have listed. Once you finish Resident Evil 6, you can be MLB. I don't play sports games the way I used to anymore.
So if you do the punch option, it's now more advantageous on block, and also leaves the enemy closer to you, so you can do things like threaten a command grab. For Ryu, who is the face of Street Fighter, they decided we want Ryu to be one of the best characters.
No, I got soft. I don't get hard covers usually.
Him until
I got the. I'd rather just save the money.
The classical Hadouken Fireball just simply does more damage. His level 1 super, the Shinku Hadouken, now goes much faster. In fact, it's so fast off an enhanced Hadouken.
I am waiting for. I ordered some. Moves like forward you have the hardcover. It's sick.
More advantageous on block.
Yeah.
And if you happen,
I don't know. I got the cheapest possible version. I did just order some Marvel Rivals trading cards
across the board. either having better
wow,
numbers
that
in
image is
startup
so
or
small.
just doing
Oh,
more
there's a
damage.
better one.
The heavy version of these
I don't know
is
anything
definitely the
about
most
these,
impressive,
all right,
as it now
but
deals much more drive
I
gauge
just
damage
ordered
on block,
these
and it's also completely
right
safe
here.
on block now when it did not used
Eternal
to be
Glory.
before.
I don't
When it
know.
comes
They
to his
should.
unique
I thought they were
buff,
going to
the
be here
engine
by
that can give him
today,
charged
but we got
fireballs.
so
You now
much.
can choose to store it. If you
we got
do a
so much
light or
snow
a medium
that I feel
fireball,
like all the
you
mail
do
is
not
kind of
use
messed
the buff
up.
only when you do
So-
the heavy version of the move. At launch,
I'm
any
definitely
button
getting
press
Crimson
of any
Desert.
fireball would immediately use the buff. Now you can save it for whenever you want to use it.
I got them on
Across the
Amazon,
board,
so I
on
got them
many
kind
of
of
his moves,
extra
he
cheap.
does more damage, gains
I think
more
I saved like
super meter,
$10
has better
getting them
numbers
both.
on block, has better numbers on hit. This was
But,
a character that they wanted to.
yeah,
be
anyway,
good,
people
and
keep
they
asking
made
about
him
what
very
games are gonna
good
be
over
shown
the
today.
patches over the course of
So
the
let's go to the
life. And of
this.
course, there is so many.
So this
balance
is
changes
what
we don't have time to go into
we are
them all
possibly
in
looking
this
at
one
for
video.
today.
Please check Capcom's
Mortal
official
Kombat
site.
2,
They have them there
WWE
in great
2K26,
detail.
Invincible
And that's a
VS,
rundown of how
Street Fighter 6,
has
Ark
changed since
Survival,
launch. There are more
Ascended,
changes on the way, with
Astros,
Alex and Ingrid on the
Vampire
horizon as
Crawlers,
we
The
find out two
Vampire
characters of
Lestat,
Character Pack 3,
Monarch Legacy,
and
The
a big
Monsters,
balance
which I
patch
believe is a
looming in
show
March
on
that fans are hoping will
Apple,
significantly shake up the current
Star Trek
meta.
Starfleet
Thanks for watching,
Academy,
and for
which I
more
believe
in
is
the
a
world of
show
video games,
that Becky
keep it
Lynch is
here
going to be
on
in.
IGN.
007 First
Is there
Light,
something innate about Batman
Hitman.
that makes
Oh,
him
oh.
so beloved across the entire world? A tragic
I think this is something
story
we've already
that is
seen,
being transformed
but we're
into
going to watch it
something
anyway because
good.
I heard Batman.
Or is it that Batman has attracted some of the greatest artists in all mediums, comic books, gaming, film, television, that have told a story about this character, and because of that, his legend has grown and grown? I think the answer is both.
Oh my god, this is...
It's always interesting.
I've
to me
played this
how
game,
different
guys.
creatives can do something really.
I've met
unique
Jim Lee.
with Batman using the same building blocks.
Years ago at TT, we made the first Lego Batman game. That was so
Oh
special
my God.
for us. But now, with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, we are able to draw upon the whole history of that wonderful character and distill decades of fantastic storytelling
Shreks.
to really immerse players
Tricorner.
in the experience
Ace
of
Chemical.
becoming the Dark Knight.
I took the liberty of making some adjustments.
Little Alfred. Bane
The
versus
nature,
Batman.
The tonality of Batman changed with the times. That's what keeps these characters interesting.
When we were looking at bringing this into one narrative, we did a lot of research.
We've pulled in all of these references from Batman movies and
Yeah,
TV
I
shows,
know that we've
Batman
already seen
89,
this,
the
but
Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy.
the animated series.
I'm still gonna show it.
We read every comic we could find. We had access to all the DC archive.
I don't think we're getting Lego Marvel
putting
3
down
anytime soon.
key, essential, iconic moments. That was our starting point.
I think that was they recorded that where I played. I think they recorded that in Germany.
Way. There's Batman as the do-gooder, Batman as the Dark Knight.
That
the
looks
creature of
exactly like the
vengeance.
setup that
One
I
of the
played
many
at.
great
What's up,
things
Logo?
about Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is that it manifests all these
Street Fighter
different
6.
elements of Batman that we've loved over the years. People can experience this character maybe as fully as they ever have.
I do not see your comment from earlier.
We start with young Bruce
Hold on,
Wayne
let's-
in the grounds of Wayne Manor, excited to go to the movies.
What's up, Godzilla Jr.?
Years later, we see him train with the
What's up,
League
Ben?
of Shadows and Nanda Parbat.
Jonathan Smith sounds like a fake name. It sounds like the absolute British of all British names. This game looks, it's so good, man.
This has some of the greatest supported characters of any Batman story
I
ever,
can't
starting with Commissioner
emphasize enough
Gordon,
that
an
I've played it.
undervalued Batman
I've watched
character,
people
a
play it.
character I love.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of adjustments, but so much fun.
And praised.
Probably the coolest rogues gallery in all of fiction.
Gangs of criminals equipped with weapons. So as the player progresses,
And I just
they
saw like
will
a
learn
small
the skills and
early
tactics they
preview.
need to really start to turn the tide of crime in Gotham.
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
I should get you all copies.
I love this.
I'm gonna worry about
combination
myself
of
first, brah.
DC and Lego. I like them working together. There's something about Legos that just opens our mind.
I love to
play,
hear James Gunn say that.
creativity, and kind of our own personal artistic expression.
which tells me that we're gonna get Lego DC games for as long as James Gunn's there. James, I don't know James, but I've interacted with him a lot over the years.
I think the creative, playful nature of Lego Brick feeds into how we.
Do I think it's coming to Game Pass? No, absolutely not.
Wonderful medium.
Not anytime. Not day one, anyway.
Together, so it's cohesive.
Maybe eventually, but not anytime soon.
We've worked with TT Games for the longest time. There's a almost tactile feel to their games that makes it feel just right.
They are able to create the diversity, the density.
And this is why I was never worried about other companies making Lego games, because as we've seen with Lego Horizon and Lego 2K Drive, other companies don't understand how to make a Lego game, to make a true Lego game. They know how to make games with Lego, but they're not the Lego games we love. Those two games were fine, but they weren't Lego games.
I love
they
the
weren't.
fact that we're going into Lego Batman. It actually has real emotion.
This
and
is what a Lego game is supposed to be. Lego Arkham, exactly, Charles. Do you know what suit I'm talking about?
A more playful aspect to it.
I want to see the Beware the Batman suit. Sorry,
like a mosaic.
I'm trying to do like
When you
8
come
things
up
at
close
once.
to a wall, you go, that's a Lego brick. You pull back, and now you're in Gotham City, and it feels and looks like Gotham City.
For this game, we've strived to achieve a whole new level of detail.
The surface imperfections.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Has been enhanced.
It's kind of like almost all black with a gold belt.
The water droplets, how the rain runs down a character's face or on the Lego vehicles. Every
my God,
small
my
detail
Twitter's
we've
going
pursued
crazy.
to make sure we're clearly visually better than what we've done before.
You're in a world of Gotham City that is more alive and rich than any environment we've ever
Thank you for the retweet,
Gotham has had a history,
Lego Game Museum.
so
I appreciate
we've
that.
built this layered experience, and that kind of helps with our mechanics.
The traversal of the city is just way beyond what we've done before.
We really wanted to make sure that players could grapple and glide around Gotham City with that same mastery that Batman has.
Yo, Dolphman, what's up?
Drive the Batmobile.
Weaving in and out of traffic.
What's up, Billy
hitting the
Marvel?
Booth, trying to control your speed.
What's up, Domverse? Jonathan Smith the
There'll
Goat.
be these alleys and these hidden rooftops and hidden areas where crimes.
I can't wait for this game either, bro.
And it's on you to go and find those locations. Discover
Like I
new
said,
things,
I
and
did get to
protect
play the game in Germany. I got to watch people play it.
When we're doing the testing now, it's fantastic to hear the feedback.
I got to watch
where
people
they're
play it
saying,
at New
"You
York
feel
Comic
like
Con.
a Batman.
Only because I didn't
You
want to
are
wait in line.
Coming out of the darkness and taking the baddies down.
It is incredible how immersive it feels.
Tell everybody
Like
to
they've brought
concentrate
so
on
many
his
nuances
schoolwork,
and
bro.
Details of the world of Batman to life through this
We are
game.
eating great
The
this
fact
year,
that
right,
you can do it
Charles?
with a friend or a buddy as a dynamic duo in the same room together, I think people are just going to be blown away.
The big part of the success with Lego brand is stories and experiences connect from one generation to the next.
I mean, I'm excited about all the people that have never experienced Batman in any sort of personal way. Being able to play this game.
That's where I was.
And now they have their own connection to Batman. They have their own connection to the DC universe.
That's Gamescom in Germany. That's where I got to play it.
Part of the premise
I definitely think there's a
of
couple
Batman is to
studios
come
that
in
could
and
make
do
some
your own
quality
take.
TTS
Lego
games.
Batman, Legacy of the
Should be
Dark
giving
Knight
up to-
reflects
Yeah, no,
that
for sure. But the
ambition.
ones,
game is
the ones
an
that they
absolute
did were just
celebration of
not.
everything Batman.
A lot of
They didn't
people have
work.
been
They weren't
waiting
right.
for
There's something
exactly this
missing.
experience.
Lego Party is amazing. I'll say that. Like Lego Party gets it.
Fear has lived on for generations, and all of us at TT are incredibly honored to now be able to contribute to that legacy.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. All right, there we go. So we're about to start now. It's about to start for real.
IGN Fan Fest 2026. The biggest names in games and entertainment.
Real
heading
quick
your
though.
way. From new looks at Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection.
Real quick, while they're doing this. They're just doing the intro. This was from Gamescom right here. Look at that Batmobile, all made out of Lego. I wore my glasses that day.
Kicks off right now.
Oh, shoot. There were some content creators that did not want their picture shown there. I'm sorry, I went fast. My bad.
Super fun show lined up for you, and if this is your first
Anyway.
time joining us from one of these, it's basically all the best parts of a comic convention or a big gaming
Of course,
event
Billy,
in
I
the
liked it.
comfort of your own home.
Of course, one of the best parts of
Can
going
you guys
to
hear it
conventions
okay?
is buying cool stuff. And if you want to treat yourself to something cool while you're watching Fan Fest, we've got you covered.
Over on the IGN store, you can find tons of shirts, gear, collectibles, vinyl, and other cool merch based on your favorite games and entertainment, like Expedition 33.
Oh, I wish I
and
gotta play
a lot
that
of
game, man.
exclusive items you won't find anywhere else. See for yourself at store.ign.com.
If you're looking for something to play that also supports a great cause, IGN's sister site Humble has an awesome curated bundle of PC games right now.
Yo, what's up, Ski? Don't get in trouble, bro.
And Osmos, just to name a few.
And now it's
I was so
time
jealous seeing
for
you guys
IGN
again.
Fan
Aw, it was
Fest,
so
a show
cool.
so big
It was so
that we brought in
unexpected.
some very special guests just to introduce it all. Give it up for the stars of Women of Wrestling, Sibley Skulls, Candy Crush, and Coach Campanelli.
I don't know who they are, but
All right, wow, Sibley Skulls here, and I'm joined with Coach Campanelli and Candy Crush of Top Tier. You're about to step into that ring. How are you feeling?
Well, Sibley, I'm locked in, I'm in the zone, and I'm ready to throw down.
And when we get out there, you're gonna be reminded why they call us Top Tier.
That's right.
Excuse me, sorry, wow, Women of Wrestling? Yeah, this is actually IGN Fan Fest. There's no ring. We're showing off a bunch of cool video games and movies and stuff like that.
Oh.
why are they showing Blue Sky?
Tour about to kick off the IGN Fan Fest 2026. How are you feeling?
I'm still locked in, I'm still in the zone, and I'm still ready to throw down.
When you see what's coming up, you're gonna be reminded why they call it IGN Fan Fest.
Yeah.
Wow, I could not have said it better myself. So to kick, things off, we're taking a look
I
at
felt
all
that.
things fighting, starting with a look at the upcoming Mortal Kombat 2 movie. Check it out.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Some ice.
All right.
IGN fans, I'm Carl Urban from
Hi, Carl Urban from Mortal Kombat 2.
I'm thrilled to bring you the first look at our brand new trailer. Thank you for all your support. This community has been absolutely incredible, and we can't wait for you to
I'm so
experience
excited
the
for
movie
this.
in cinemas on May 8th. But first, a huge shout out to everyone who submitted videos. You absolutely crushed it. Here's a compilation.
Oh, come on. Uncaged is going to be in this if they're showing people.
Wow, you guys are the best.
Oh, I saw Caboose. I've been there. I've been in that room.
We can't wait for you guys to see Mortal Kombat 2 on May 8th. Let's not keep you waiting any longer for the trailer. And get over here!
I saw Caboose. Oh, this is so good.
You want to know what makes a hero?
You guys can hear it okay?
It's not destiny.
What's up, Post Tail? Oh my god, this looks
It's
so
not
good.
something you're born with. It's searching for greatness.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Then realizing you've had it in you this entire time.
I was not a fan of Carl Urban being chosen.
Whoa!
But it works.
I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. We won't.
Yo, send me back. I want to go back.
The rules of the tournament are
Maybe.
simple. Our fates would not be settled by the size of our armies. It would be decided by combat.
I'm not some great warrior. I'm not some champion.
This is a war
Jade.
for the fate of your world. Finish him!
Me.
Oh my god, Baraka. Smoke. Shao Kahn.
We do not kneel.
Katana. Liu Kang.
To face this together.
Let's go, baby.
I don't love Jade, but she's fine.
You, Johnny Cage, are a part of this now.
Oh my god, this looks incredible. Jax. Scorpion. Kano. Not Liu Kang. Shang Tsung is who I saw before. Oh my god, Baraka.
Will definitely die.
Oh my god, that looks so good. That looks so good. General Shao, you're right. Comes on your birthday? Hell yeah. The Vision. Oh, they just got hurt last night. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit real quick. Oh, Bronson, you just got hurt last night. Or Monday night. I just gotta turn this down because of the music. Both of them are hurt. Oh, so unfortunate. This looks so good, though. I'll turn the volume back up in a minute. Jesus, he looks so... This looks so real. Oh, we got Invincible. Wow, they're doing all the fighting games right out the gate. Seth is supposedly coming back soon? Yeah. But it's gonna be anticlimactic because everybody's hurt.
Invincible. Not listening. All of you are guilty of something. Die! Die!
You gotta cool it, dude.
I'll end it here! Hurting us won't bring your family back. You. I'm not finished. This is all your fault.
I don't know enough about Invincible. Is this a new character? Who do you think is the masked man? I don't know who... Who is that? I don't know who that is. Zero Suit Mark? Marvel Games. Is this Tokon? Konami? Limited run? Oh. Oh. Oh! The arcade game? Featuring 6-player online multiplayer? Rollback netcode, Captain... Oh my god. Limited Run Games is putting something out? Oh my god. This is my childhood. I grew up on... These are the... Oh my god. Revisit Marvel's 8-bit and 16-bit past. Silver Surfer? Spider-Man? Oh my god. Maximum Carnage? Maximum Collection coming soon. Oh my god. Dude, that was so sick. Oh shit, hold on. Come on. Dude, I was not expecting that at all. That looks so good. Uh-oh. Ah, Kenny Omega. What is happening? What is happening? Why are we breaking up? Yeah, I know, it's lagging for me too. I don't know why. Alright, I think they fixed it.
Come on.
Dude, I'm so in on that. What's up, Cole? "13 games." Hold on, let me post that in. So this is some of the motion cap for Kenny Omega's character. All right.
Alex is the next DLC character to come to Street Fighter 6 on March 17th, and as exciting as that is, what's even more exciting is who Capcom got to do the motion capture for him. He is a former AEW World Champion, International Champion, Tag Champion, Trios Champion, 2 times, on top of a multitude of other titles won all across the world.
I hope they don't show it until you get back, Lego Game Museum. Everybody, make sure you give Lego Game Museum a follow on Twitter. Amazing content.
You're making me blush. Thank
always.
you for that grand intro. It's wonderful to be here.
Well, it's
We'll
wonderful to
drop
have
them
you.
a
First
link
off,
here.
Congratulations. I know that Street Fighter is a series that means a ton to you, and Alex is a character that means a lot to you as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, is this like a dream come true? How are you feeling about this moment right now?
Being able to do motion capture was always a bucket list thing for me to do. And then to do it for a character that I have so much love and passion for. And also not just do the motion capture, but it's almost an extension of all the stuff I do in the ring. It was fun,
I would like for
it
them
was
to make a
challenging, but at
competent
the same time,
AEW
so
game, but the good
rewarding
news
because
is
now
you
there's
just
kind
get
of a part of me
WWE
that lives on forever in this
2K26.
game.
They'll
So
make
I'm
all the
so
AEW
excited,
characters
so proud,
into
and I can't wait until he
the
releases
game,
this
and you're good. What's up, Cecil? Sorry. Sorry if I missed anybody. I've been like all over the place.
So how did this whole thing come together? Can you talk a little bit about the origins of this whole experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very odd story and kind of serendipitous in a way. I remember I was at Tokyo Game Show. I think it was 2023. So this
I
is
just
going
got the
years
tweet.
back already. And there had been discussion of
Venom,
me
Spider-Man
possibly
separation
being a
anxiety.
representative for the season 3 content. And they had asked questions like, "Hey, do you mind doing cosplay? Does it matter if you're bald? Do you care if you dress up as a female character?" Things like that. And I said, "Well, where do I sign up?" I had said, "But you know what would be awesome? I said, if one of the characters were Alex." They kind of had a grin on their face, kind of telling me without telling me that, yes, Alex is going to be a character. And then finally, when the news broke and they told me, okay, you signed the NDAs and we know what the characters are, Alex will in fact be one of them. And
So
"You'd
I
be
said
such
hi,
a good
Cole.
sport.
Sorry.
It'd be cool if we, put a move of yours in, maybe 1 or 2, or a taunt or something." I had said, wow, that would be great. I don't know when I could fit that into my schedule to do the mocap for it. And they had said, "Oh, wait, you do the mocap for it?" I said, "Yeah, is that what you were talking about or no?" They said, "Oh my, if you would do the mocap for it, that would be awesome." And so a misunderstanding on my part is what led to me actually going to the studio and doing
That's actually
a slew
kinda
of
cool.
mocap for the character. If there was ever a better time to be stupid, that was one of them, because it worked out in my favor completely to not understand what they were talking about in that moment. So because of that one discussion, I got invited back to the next
That's
year's Tokyo Game Show. And then before doing the game show, I stopped over at Osaka, where they do the mocap for Capcom. And we hammered it out in one day. It was a grueling 10 or 11 hour shoot. I remember losing like 8 or 9 pounds of water weight, but it was so worth it and so fun.
So you mentioned that mocap was a bucket list dream for you. Was the experience different than you expected, or was anything about the whole process that surprised you?
What was surprising was how open they were to suggestion. It was always an open dialogue. Hey, like, if you want to tweak this move, or if you have any idea as to how to make this better, or how to make this feel more Alex, or how to make this feel more like you, they were opening to listening and opening to making multiple variations of maneuvers and specials and normals and things like that. That part I thought was really nifty. I know that in other games it's just...
I love Kenny Omega. He's probably my favorite AEW wrestler, and who I want to be. I want to come to WWE the most.
It was a mutual relationship of making this character together. That made it a lot of fun too.
And I wish I could find a good hoodie of him.
Suggestions and have them
I want a Kenny Omega hoodie, but I haven't found one that I like.
Does this work for the game? You know, can we make this work? And some of the ideas, were left on the cutting room floor, but for the most part, it's really cool to see that a lot of the ideas and a lot of the mocap that I did do that I suggested were actually used, because it was all a big mystery until the unveiling of Alex's gameplay trailer.
So
yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere either.
The actual capture session. Obviously, we see a trio of your signature moves in the alternate level 2 super. But beyond that, how much?
I'm just saying that out of everybody that's in AEW, if I can only take one guy and put him in WWE, it would be him. And he would become an even bigger megastar than he already is.
It wasn't just me there. It was myself. It was my good friend Michael Nakazawa.
Dude, look at how excited they all are.
There, just in case I really needed to fold someone up, and I unfortunately had to. There was a decorated amateur wrestler and mixed martial arts fighter as well. There was a team of all of us. They used me as much as they could for that full 10 hours or so. Whoever remained came back the day after, and I guess just hammered away what was left.
So talking about that motion capture session, Capcom was actually gracious enough to provide us with some of the behind-the-scenes footage of the mocap recordings.
Oh boy!
Along with the final product. So I was wondering, Kenny, if we could show you some of these and have you react and give some insight as to what went down for all of these.
Yeah, please, sure. I'd love to see it.
All right, so here we have the walk-in animation after you select your character. Can you go a little bit through what your direction was for this?
So, there was no direction actually. It was we'd almost wrapped, and I was almost ready to take that suit off, and it was just soaked with sweat. Everyone's all tired, and I said, like, hey, is there a chance that maybe I could do like the intro part? And like, what do you mean, like the intro, like the character intro when you're on the stage? I'm like, no, like the yeah part, like the yeah. And like, oh yeah, let's do the yeah. And I said, is there anything in particular you'd like Alex to do? And he said, no. He said, he's a heel. Or in wrestling terms, a bad guy. He's a bad guy, do bad guy stuff. So I was able to do
Kenny Omega.
One taunt that I always do in my matches before during the
let's get along. Ski says he doesn't like it. Don't do it.
The fainting of the hit a fan, like no, don't get near me, don't touch me. And I
don't
did,
Lil Bro him either.
Champ pose. I was just kind of tossing things out there, and I was surprised to see that all of it made it in. Like I said, they were always just so open to suggestion, and even if they didn't have it written down as a thing to do, they always would bounce back off of me. Hey, like, if you have an idea, let's just try it. Let's just get it on film. Let's see if it works. And we tried so many things, and I'm sure some of it will never see the light of day, but to get all of those opportunities.
I've been in a motion capture room. It's pretty cool.
The moves, the supers and all that, and have various options and things. It's it was such a fun experience. It was tiring, but so rewarding.
Is it weird or different to do this kind of stuff in a capture studio?
Am I going to do the New Zealand trick? I always do the New Zealand trick on any game that I have to.
Yes, but I think because of
I'm going to do the Japan trick on Poketopia.
I got used to wrestling and performing in front of no one. It reminded me of kind of being back into an empty arena and just having cameras all around me, but there's no sound. There's no adulation. There's no people. I see, staff here and there, but no, yeah, it brought back memories of the COVID era for sure.
All right, so next we're going to look at your level 1 super, the Raging Spear. So this is his level 1. Pretty simple. I don't think I've ever seen you use a spear before.
No, I've never used a spear before, which is why I had to ask, like, what kind of spear are we going for? Because there are so many variations of a spear, especially in wrestling. You know, am I doing, you know, a Lashley type of spear? Am I doing a Roman Reigns type of spear? Am I doing a Braun Breaker type of spear? A Michael Nakazawa spear? You know, I don't know these types of things, and that I am not a American footballer, so I've never actually done a spear ever. But they kind of said, like, yeah, this is kind of like the standard level 1 get off of me move. So just charge into the guy, make it quick, and they kind of wanted me to like touch the ground and go with it. So I said, okay, I'll touch the ground and I'll just go with it. I'll launch myself into this guy.
I mean, that looks pretty good to me. Is there any different, you know, doing a move on a dummy versus
what time can you play the New Zealand trick for WWE?
Yes, it is.
Where are you located, Christian? Are you on the East Coast?
I don't know if you have the footage of it or whatever. But
I just Googled time in New Zealand.
50, 60, 70 clotheslines, full blast. I feel like, man.
So like it's 7:22 in the morning.
Like a bruise in my forearm and in my bicep. I was like, I don't want to tear anything, but I want this to look good. So I'm just reefing on this dummy over and over and over again. And it doesn't react like a human would. So you can't, it's more stiff. It hurts a lot more, I would say, rather than like the soft tissue of a human body. Yeah.
So like 6 a.m. Eastern
is much different than it is working with.
I think 6 a.m. Eastern is midnight in New Zealand.
Much different than working with a wrestler who's possibly trying to help you cooperate with the move.
So we will get to those clotheslines.
You're Arizona.
Special Art 3, but first
so 3 a.m. your time, I believe. Better Spirit. Punk doesn't do the spear.
So when you were initially like told about this super, like, did they tell you that you'd use the whole, you know, trio of signature moves going into your finishing move, basically?
They just kind of wanted to make sure that the setup and the move itself were included. And I said, well, this is normally how I'd set it up. And I said, I don't know how long this has
that's
to
so
be.
Sick.
So, but it's sometimes can
the cleaner
can go on for quite a while. I don't know how many, like, I don't want fans of the game or people that don't know anything about me or Alex or wrestling to have to sit there and watch this super long animation. So it's incredible that they're able to get the whole, you know, dragon, gunpoint, V-trigger, and the one-wing angel, one-wing buster in the game. And it doesn't seem like it takes an awful lot of time. It's really seamless. They did a great job with it.
How many times did you have to dump Michael Nakazawa on his head?
So many, to the point where he had to sit out for a second.
Really?
It was, I don't know if you can see it. Well, I guess you can kind of see it, but those mats that we're performing on there, there's next to nothing there. It's really hard. And I wanted it to look hard because if they put a huge crash pad underneath us, I would have lost my footing. It wouldn't have looked good. And Nakazawa, he's not a complainer. He'll take anything. He won't complain about strikes. He won't complain about taking any bumps. He doesn't mind if it gets dropped in his head or whatever. But when you have to do a thing 10, 12, 15, 20 times, it catches up with you. So we had to sub him out, and that contortionist I told you about earlier.
Oh, each other's finishers got you.
And I just felt terrible because, I mean, this guy isn't a wrestler. I know he's flexible, but let's just do one really good one so we can just, like, wrap it. I think I gave him, like, the most devastating one-wing angel of my entire career, and I think that's the one we went with. So I felt bad for him, but he was, in the end, happy that that was the take that we used.
All right, so let's take a look at the Special Art 3, or Level 3 Super. Now, this is the one you were talking about before. Oh, it's a chop, actually, not a clothesline.
Yeah, I did both a chop and a clothesline.
The behind-the-scene footage that we got for this is just you doing the chop. Did you do any other kind of, like, you know, submission kind of motion capture, or were you told what the whole thing would look like?
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting.
Thank you, Different Generation, for the follow.
Pictures that they had were submissions that Josh Barnett had used.
Oh, cool.
Which
I cannot do that dance. What's up, Words? Thank you. I love the thumbnail too.
And professional
My mask
wrestler.
is back there
so
somewhere.
There's a lot of influence, not only from myself, but other professional wrestlers as well, going into this character. you know, I used to do competitive jiu-jitsu as well, so I mean, I'm no stranger to submissions and how to transition in and out of them.
All right, Cole, have a good day.
A couple that I did not do. One of his, I think, standard throws where he grabs a key lock and kind of like trips him up. I think it might be his back throw. I did not do that one. A lot of the other stuff that I absolutely did, yeah.
Finally, as a longtime Alex player yourself, how do you feel about some of the changes that they've made to the character, from him no longer being a charge character to now having 11 throws that come out of this prowler stance?
Yeah. So part of the reason why I was hesitant to really devote myself to Alex in Street Fighter V was because he was a charge character. I'm not good at them, but I learned it just for the sake of being good with Alex. So for him not being a charge character anymore doesn't ruffle my feathers too much, but with so much knowledge to have to know with this character, that's the part I'm worried about. I mean, I'm getting old. I've been hit in the head numerous times. Is it going to even stick? Am I going to be able to like retain all this information?
This is too much of one thing.
Kind of be a slow learner at times with fighting games, so I will main Alex.
Like, I love Kenny Omega, but like I'm kind of over this.
I don't know if I'll be good with them.
I want the next thing now. There's too much Street Fighter.
All right, well, I'm rooting for you, and that's all the time that we have.
All right,
Alex
and
comes to
they
Street Fighter
agree.
6 on March 17th as the third character of Character Pass 3. Now, Kenny, normally the IGN host is the one to close out these videos, but I have to ask because there's no one in the world who can do it.
What's up,
better
Ace
than you.
Boogie? Yeah, I know they
Would you
yapping too
mind?
much. I agree.
All right, folks, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you got
Goodbye,
a good little sneak peek at Alex.
and
Hopefully you're looking
good
forward to the
night.
character. Hopefully you're looking forward to Capcom Cup and everything that follows afterwards. Until next time, I must bid you adieu. So for now, goodbye, mwah, and good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I didn't hit the I must bid you adieu.
Coming up next,
But I got the goodbye and good night.
Monsters are descending upon IGN Fan Fest. Undead creatures, giant kaiju, blood-sucking creatures of the night. But perhaps the scariest thing of all is how badly this next game will.
Oh, they will.
Because
I feel like they're
regular
closing with
Vampire
Lego
Survivors
Batman.
wasn't addictive enough. The developers behind it decided to make a game with similar amounts of roguelike chaos, but added deck building and dungeon crawling. Here's Vampire Crawlers, the turbo wildcard from Vampire Survivors.
All right, let's get better in the mood real quick. I'll be right back.
Hello, IGN Fan Fest. If you're seeing this for the first time, this is Vampire Crawlers. It's everything you love about Vampire Survivors, but mashed into a turn-based deck builder. Look, we know what you're thinking. Turn-based? Sounds slow. Wrong. With our turbo turn system, you play as fast as you can think. And the best news? There's a fresh demo for you to try. Before you go, let's talk about how to truly break the game. Gems. You find gems inside dungeons, in treasure chests, or even as level up options. These aren't just stat boosts. They fundamentally alter how your cards work. You can always keep it simple. Slaughter double damage to, well, double the damage of a card. Or make it complicated. Slot a combo reverse gem to reverse the combo counter direction to enable even longer combos. You can get a mana refund. You can put spicy sausages on every card. There are so many options that there's no wrong way to do it. You can also just aim for the ultimate power. Find the rare evolution gem, combine it with the right passive item, like the magic wand with the empty tome, and boom. Your card evolves into a weapon of mass destruction. But finding the right gems is all about luck, right? Not exactly. In the village, you can visit the jeweler. Here, you can alter the probability of which gems drop in the world. But the real game changer is next door, the blacksmith. Here, you can pay to add gem slots.
All right,
to
I
your
can't
cards
see as much,
permanently. Even
but
cards
we're in the
that
mood.
start with 0 slots can be upgraded. Every time you find that card in a future run, it will have those extra slots ready to be broken. Why do you want more slots? Combining multiple gems can create chaotic situations. Take a simple vacuum. Use the blacksmith to add a gem slot to it. Now add a return
How long
gem.
is this show? I don't know.
You draw your cards, but you also get the card back in your hand instantly.
Let's look
You
at
can play it
the
twice without
list
breaking
real
your
quick.
combo, doubling your drawing power. Or look at this
So we've done Mortal
It's
Kombat.
powerful but expensive.
Oh, they are
We have a
absolutely
reverse combo
close.
jet and
No,
a
they haven't
battle
shown Arc
page.
Fighter yet.
Now you drop the heavy hits.
They've
You
shown
get
Mortal
your mana
Kombat,
refunded,
WWE,
and you reverse the
Invincible,
combo
Street
counter,
Fighter 6,
setting you up to unleash a chain
Vampire
of smaller cards in
Crawlers.
reverse order to keep your combo piling up. And finally, let's look at these 2 duplicator cards.
So they didn't show Ark Survival Ascend, but otherwise they've gone in order of what's on the list. So if they keep doing that, then Lego Batman is going to be the last thing they show.
Infinite value.
That's if they keep doing that. What's up, Porter?
So many combinations.
Bat Blast returns.
We can't wait to see what crazy combos you come up with. The Vampire Crawlers demo is available to play right now on Steam and Xbox.
You are listening to the
Yep, they're going in order. So if you look at the list that I have in the description, everything they've done so far has gone in order. The only thing they haven't shown is the Ark survival game, and they did include something that wasn't on the list. But otherwise, everything has been in order. So it looks like they're closing with Lego Batman.
What do you think?
It's nice.
Nice?
Yeah, it's nice. I don't see Beyonce covering it, but it's nice.
Nice is nothing.
It's nice.
Nice is a balloon.
That you're back writing
A
music.
flower box
It's
is nice.
That you got yourself a nice place. It's a nice word, and it says everything I wanted to express. Don't be a bitch about it.
You should come visit.
Is this a movie?
I have a space above the bed in one of the guest rooms I can't find a painting for.
Oh, a guest room. You want me to come and see your guest room?
It's an affluent neighborhood. Old money, young professionals, a smattering of Chris de Transform baby.
Good eating.
No potholes. No hurricanes. No witches. And everyone mangles French just like you do. Come to me.
Montreal. I am he, and he is me.
There's baggage here.
Well, I get it. I get it.
Besides, there's an Olmsted Park nearby if I get homesick. And there's a garage band rehearsing across the street who call themselves, of all things, Satan.
They call themselves, of all things, Satan?
Satan's Night Out.
Satan's Night Out?
Out. Satan's Night Out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Louis, do you know someone called Daniel Malloy?
I burned his laptop. I didn't know he had it saved in the cloud. I only found out it was coming out a month ago.
You've known for a month, and you talk about me in it to Immortal?
Well, yeah, you know...
No, I don't know, Louis. Please, explain yourself.
It's gonna be here and gone in a minute. No one reads anymore.
Le stat, il est genre, whatever.
100%.
Mais Armand, il est genre mystérieux.
Ouais, il y a des layers.
T'as-tu vu sa toile au Louvre? Hey, toutes les boomers faisaient la file pour aller voir l'autre bonne femme avec sa resting bitch face. Moi, j'ai skippé de ça puis j'étais allée direct voir ma beta boy dans le coin de la salle. Je le ferais. Faut que tu lances ça. Je le pognerais, je le mordrais.
Nature, bro.
Puis je le lécherais. Le Statman, il aurait dû le brûler, maudit français, sur Royal Street.
100%.
Complètement wild, ce livre-là. Tu veux-tu devenir membre? Il y a 10% de...
No, thank you!
What the fuck did I just watch? What was that? That's it? That's all?
You're watching IGN Fan Fest. Remember that if you missed any part of the show this year, you can catch up quickly on IGN.com and IGN's YouTube channel. We'll be back with lots more IGN Fan Fest 2026 right after this break.
What's up, Big Alex? They've not shown Batman yet.
By Neverness to Everness and HyperX.
Monarch is the company that tracks them. Gotcha. Yo, what's up, Frags? So, they haven't shown the Ark update trailer yet, and if you look at the list in my description, they've gone in order, so I don't know what happened with that yet, but they've not shown Mexican Ninja yet.
Does not check out. We're not math people, we're movie people. We can't even count down from 10 without ending up at, like, 96. Subscribe to IGN Movies and TV for more Cinefix movie lists. Bad at math, great at movies.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing? IGN strategy guides and interactive maps are here to help.
One step at a time.
IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and best of all, free. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and so much more.
See? It's good, right?
Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
IGN Plus is where your adventure begins.
What are you selling?
Plus is the place to get unlimited access to all the tools you need to beat your games.
Here's what you need to know for bringing down Gloomspawn.
Plus, awesome exclusive discounts on IGN Store.
Maybe this would tease open your money pouch.
Plus, ad-free browsing on IGN.com.
I'm Batman.
Plus, unlimited game help tools like premium interactive maps with your own custom map markers, filters, marker notes, and more.
This will come in handy.
Plus, access to sweepstakes, giveaways, and free game keys.
It tells you the codes.
Exactly. Want more?
Those are
Head
cheat
to
codes.
IGN.com/plus
wait, for what?
And start your adventure today.
I kind of look down from it. I'm like, I feel like I have adult onset ADHD.
You're watching IGN Fan Fest 2026. That was a look at Star Trek Starfleet Academy. One of the most anticipated games of the year is 007 First Light.
They're going in order.
A James Bond game from IO Interactive, a team that knows a thing or two about globe-trotting agents with a license to kill.
So after this, it should be
thanks to their work
Hitman
on
World
the
of
Hitman
Assassination.
Up next, here's a look at 007's next assignment, as well as a glimpse
Oh
at
my
what's next
God.
for Agent 47 in Hitman World of Assassination.
Plus a few more characters who like to live dangerously. Check it out.
1920. 30, 31, 32 more games to go. Jesus.
This is fast.
I am sometimes asked, Bafma, how is it that you hear every whisper in every corner of Aleph? And I answer, I built Aleph with my will.
Oh, that's Lenny Kravitz, right?
This city is an extension of my being, my body. Today, it became infected. And as we all know, if an infection is left untreated, the body can become rotten, sicken, and die. That infection? Greed. In Bakar Ali, once solo.
This comes out the same day. Like, I think it's like the same day as Lego Batman, so...
A cancer that threatened to weaken Aleph, endangering all of us, everything we built. However, cancer, if caught early, can be cured. Or in our case, cut out and served on a platter. Easy girls, plenty of meat for everyone.
Girls. Of course.
Our old friend was just the appetite. Did you really believe you could come here and poison Aleph's well of trust? I think not. Now, you die.
I mean, at least these are going fast. Thank you, the boy. That was 007, yes. I mean, the game looks good, and I kind of want to get it, but it's the same day as Lego Batman. Oh, that's nice. I'm not a big James Bond fan.
Good evening, 47.
I told you, Hitman, World of Assassination.
Devereaux, the prospective new
which
CEO
means
of
next
Easter
will be
The
Young
target
Sherlock.
is currently attending an Ether fundraiser at the estate of parent company owner Gregory Carlyle. A relative newcomer to Ether, Devereaux has climbed the ranks quickly following the deaths of Neleus Duvall and chief scientists Silvio Caruso and Francesca DeSantis. Her meteoric rise has been generously sponsored by Gregory Carlyle, and there is rampant speculation in the business world that the two are having an affair. A faction within the Carlyle family sees Devereaux as a threat to their own power and has hired
Want
us
to see
to
MJF
remove
in
her
more
from the
movies?
picture. I have a sneaking
You're definitely getting
suspicion of
both?
this being more than just a family feud.
I know I won't
So
play
be
it.
careful.
That's my problem. So these are going pretty fast. We still have another like 25 to go though. So Lego Game Museum. Welcome back. Glad the wife is home safe. I think they're closing with Lego Batman. I said, oh, this looks cool. What did I say was next?
That monster's still
Young
out.
Sherlock. Oh, so this is Hijack, maybe?
He has to die. I'll make sure he pays. He suffers. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
This looks okay, but Fleshwire. Fleshwire was not on their list. Maybe it was on their list for tomorrow? No. No, this was not on their...
IGN Fan Fest. This is Jim Field-Smith. I'm the creator, director, and executive producer of Hijack.
I
Check
said
out this
Hijack was
exclusive
next.
clip from our season finale, streaming March the 4th on Apple TV.
So...
You just saw a bunch of really cool spies and action games featuring Hitman, 007 First Light, and more. We've got tons more awesome stuff coming up on today's show. In fact, there's so much that I can't even introduce it on my own. Give it up for my best friends at WoW, Woman of Wrestling, Sibley Skulls, Candy Crush, and Coach Campanelli!
Let's go! Top tier is here!
Thank you. Well, listen, what's up, everyone? We are from WoW, Women of Wrestling, and this is IGN Fan Fest. And since we've made it inside of the hallowed sacred halls of the legendary IGN, we have only one question.
Oh, yes, anything.
Where is the person who writes all of your reviews? I have a bone to pick with them. Let me at them. I'm gonna rip them limb from limb.
Oh, okay, actually,
She's terrible.
we have a wide variety of people who review video games, movies, and shows for us here at IGN.
Where are they? I'll smack some sense into them one by one. Just you watch me. Yeah, watch her.
But why? What did an IGN review ever do to you?
Well, one time I had a game that I really liked and I was excited for, and you gave it such a low score.
And you gave a movie that I didn't like too high of a score. And one time, there was this TV show that I thought was really good, and all my friends thought was really good, and you gave it a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10.
But 7 out of 10 means good on the IGN scale. That means we agree. We also thought it was good.
My bad. I guess I shouldn't have said things about ripping people limb from limb. I guess I'm sorry. Oh. It's just that a 7 is such a weird number. A 6 would be so much worse. An 8 would be so much better. 7, it kind of looks like a snake, but it means good. How does that make any sense? How are snakes good? Yeah.
We don't review reptiles or snakes or anything. Look, I get it. It's a lot, and I'm just glad we're all on the same page now. Apology accepted. Do me a favor, though. I need you all to channel the same passion and energy to tell our audience what's coming up today on IGN Fan Fest.
Okay, fine. Coming up in a bit, we've got a bunch of fantasy games, including Crimson Desert, Ark Survival, Ascended, and more!
And after that, we're diving into survival games like Solarpunk, Going Medieval, and Everwind.
But right now, get ready, because it's time to check in with some great titles with excellent animation.
IGN Fan Fest 2026, it's a 10 out of 10!
What did you say?
It's an opinion. I could be wrong.
We're the only 10 out of 10! Top tier!
That was so bad. Extra stuff. There it is. So the list in the description has been in order so far. The only thing that they've added 2 games, and Ark Survival Ascend was not shown yet. So next should be Witch Hat 8 Lear. What's up, Zom, for short? I don't know what that was. Where is Lego Batman on that list? Last. What's up, TJ Braun? Wait, hold on. Lego Batman is last. It's last on the list. I'm not bald, by the way. I have hair. Just so you know. I have no idea what that was, and I don't think any of us missed it. Just saying. So this should be Witch Hat. Yeah, Witch Hat. Next should be Tears of Metal. Look like I had a stroke. I did not have a stroke. I'm Batman. Just one hell of a receipt. No, my hair is pretty good, man. To be 45 and have this much hair, look. I've been wearing a hat, so it's all kind of patted down, but like, I mean, if it was just out of the shower, it would be voluptuous. You know, I got hair. It ain't that bad. It could be so much worse. World premiere. 6.
You're watching IGN.
He saw that I had it looked like I was losing some hair in the back, and he made fun of it, and now his bald spot's way worse.
In just a few months, we'll be holding another IGN Live, and then it's down to San Diego for Comic-Con, and then we're off to Germany for Gamescom, and after that, then it's probably time to start planning another Fan Fest or 2. How many could we do? That's just off the top of my head. You know what? It might be a good idea to pace ourselves,
15,
so we're going
16,
to take
17,
a quick
18,
break.
19,
Stick
20,
around.
21,
There's more IGN Fan Fest still to come.
There's still 27 things before Lego
IGN
Batman.
Fan Fest is presented by HyperX and Neverness to Everness.
The Cinefix Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. No, it was good. I liked it.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
Are you not entertained?
Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy. Join us as we find out on Cinefix, IGN, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Why so serious?
Catch up on all your favorite shows with up-to-the-minute gaming and entertainment news with Geek Media Podcasts.
Welcome to a very special episode of IGN Game Scoop.
Game Scoop has you covered for all things gaming and the latest game releases. Tune into Podcast Beyond for the biggest PlayStation news.
Man, this is a cool looking trailer.
Everything Xbox on Podcasts Unlocked.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief.
Catch up with your Super Nintendos on Nintendo Voice Chat.
Switched to pre-order Mania. It was chaotic last night.
And get all the latest console news and rumors with Next Gen Console Watch.
Now Xbox and Phil Spencer are even saying that a mid-gen refresh isn't even necessary.
The Cinefix Top 100 podcast picks a movie every week to celebrate and debate.
It's kind of every movie's grandpa.
Geek Media Podcasts, the best podcasts from around the world.
IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection of the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing? IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and best of all, free. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and so much more.
It's good, right?
Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
You are watching IGN Fan Fest, a celebration of all the coolest things coming your way soon.
Just a reminder that over on the IGN store, you can find tons of shirts, gear, collectibles, vinyl, and other cool merch.
None of my family lost their hair. My grandfather was in his late
Expedition
80s, 90s. Still nice.
Fallout, and a lot of exclusive items you won't find anywhere else. See for yourself at store.ign.com.
All right, back to Fan Fest.
All right,
in just a bit, we've got brand new looks at awesome new games like Crimson Desert, Where Winds Meet, and a couple more surprises that you won't want to miss if you fancy yourself.
Mortal Kombat trailer 2 trailer was early. They already showed it.
Fantasy action adventure games heading your way soon. Starting out with Ark Survival Ascended. Take a
Okay, this was earlier on the list, so they pushed this back a little bit on the list. Yeah, if you rewind like about an hour, like I think it was like in the first 10-15 minutes. All right, so this is the new Ark game that was earlier on the list. I don't really know a lot about Ark. What's up, Itazura? Anything really great so far? The list is in the description of everything in order that they showed it. The cool thing that they've shown so far might not be cool to everybody, but it was basically... okay, so this is just an update, like a Greek mythology update. The cool thing that they did show so far, Tears of Metal. They showed the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, and then they announced a limited run games Marvel collection of all their like 8-bit and 16-bit arcade games. Maximum Carnage was one of the games, like the X-Men arcade game, like a bunch of really cool stuff. Captain America. But the list is in the description. Yeah, the Marvel collection came out of nowhere, so that was definitely really cool. So next, this should be Valorborn.
The place where no destiny is chosen for you. Whether you're lurking in the shadows or rising as a protector.
Which means we're 3 games away from Crimson Desert.
Every choice has its consequence. But even when you think it's over, there still might be hope. Where you least expect it.
Like, this game looks like it would have been cool like 15 years ago. Like, I know graphics aren't necessarily everything, but it just looks so behind on the times. And I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fun. But, like, it just feels so dated, you know what I mean? Am I crazy? I still wish that Crimson Desert was at least co-op. I don't disagree with that.
Which path will you take? The choice is yours.
So yeah, Valorborn. So now this should be Esoteric Ebb. Yep, and then Outward 2, Mistfall Hunter, and then Crimson Desert. So now we should have Outward 2.
Have never fought a monster like this. Actually, you never fought a monster at all. Not in real life. What would happen if you, a normal person, had to survive an encounter with this fantastical predator? In Outward 2, we want you to think in-game the way
Outward
you
2.
think in real life. The smart strategy is to avoid the fight altogether. But if that's not an option, you need to prepare accordingly. What would you do to stack the odds in your favor? I bet that some of you are thinking, I'd get a gun. Hey, that makes sense. You are more secure from a distance than up close against those talents. Traps would help too, but this is a fantasy world. Wouldn't you want to learn magic? Well, it's not that simple. You need to sacrifice a part of yourself to wield arcane powers. And you need regents for your rituals. But it's definitely worth it. Magic isn't everyone's cup of tea. You might prefer to craft some sturdy gear. The right equipment, wielded with skill, will make a difference. And if that's not enough, well, there's no shame in finding some help. In Outward 2, we pull no punches, but we give you all the tools to fight back. So many games out there will hold your hand. We won't. You will earn your victories through cleverness and grit. When you play an RPG, do you want to be powerful by default? To be the hero from a prophecy? Or would you rather live the harshness of an adventurer's life and learn how to survive?
You love RPG games? Yeah. There's so many of them, and this just feels dated, you know? What's up, Anthony? Lego Batman, we believe, is going to close the show. The list in the description has gone pretty much in order so far. So, like, this right now should be Mistfall Hunter. And then next we should get Crimson Desert. This definitely is the best looking of the group so far, but I don't know. Now this should be Crimson Desert.
My name is Alec Newman and I play Cliff.
My name's Stuart Scudamore and I voice the part of Unka.
My name is Rebecca Hansen and I play Damien.
Smoke.
I suppose I never told you why I'm on the run, did I? So, Damien she's very down to earth, a fierce fighter.
Oh, very Irish.
Headstrong. She will stand up for what she believes in, regardless of who is telling her otherwise. I can be willful, but I am naturally conflict avoidant. And so getting to like channel that side
I
of
am
myself
looking forward to
into
this
her was
game.
an absolute joy.
Unka, yes, he is. I see him as he is a nomadic warrior. I think he has a passion for everything that is fighting for the cause, for his people, for his tribe, and for the Greymaids. First impressions, you're thinking, what can I bring to the table that I can connect? What's the in? His DNA was very economical. It's what you bring to the table and what they're offering, what the team are offering as well. And then you take off into the world that is Crimson Desert and that wonderful story. With the character of the Orc particularly, you're asked to give it a very bestial, very feisty, very bombastic, lower class postal code with regard to the delivery. But with Unka, what changed and what surprised me was that he was more of a philosophical Orc, educated if you like. He had that sort of world-wise nomadic element.
Yeah.
That rousing element still, even bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, now, game. Prepare yourselves to take back what was stolen.
I could probably be a voice actor.
Our fallen brothers.
I mean, I've already done the voice of Darkhawk in Lego Marvel Superheroes too.
And what I found challenging for Unka is that he often communicated in grunt.
And that is official lore.
Those levels of grunt. But finding that was challenging. Beautiful.
Beautiful. I can do this.
Some of my favorite moments recording for Cliff are when they just press record and let me try and match, you know, the sound for the fight sequences.
Your words reek of deceit, witch! Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Are you all right? Aye. He's fiercely loyal, and you know he has a really strong moral compass. He knows what's right and wrong.
Is your life worth so little? I've no interest in your story.
There's no denying that he's very stoic. He is a man of few words. You could be forgiven for thinking that he's kind of, you know, a closed book, but when you meet him with other characters, particularly his Greymaids, his people, you begin to see him open out as a character a little bit. There was a particular family member. Almost immediately, I kind of lent into his voice, and instantly in the room, people responded. It seemed to just fit. The combat in the game, which we'll maybe talk about in a minute.
Yeah, like I said, Anthony, if you look at the description, it has a list of all the games, and so far it has gone in that order, which means that Lego Batman is probably going to be
There is
last.
a kind of imagination route into that element of Cliff.
Next should be Where Winds Meet. So we're about 21 games away. Hey, look at that. Where Winds Meet. I wanted to try this game, but I never did. It's common. Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks, Wookie. I'm gonna turn. So once this is over, I'm gonna clip the Lego Batman part into its own video. Unfortunately, we're gonna know it's coming, so Hexy expansion. Didn't this game just come out? All right, this is Second Stone. Some of these have been quick, though, so I think this is going to be over by 4. So I think we still have at least an hour to go.
Hey, I'm Mikko. I'm the creative director at Skyward Entertainment.
And I'm Anton. I'm a game designer and community lead here at Skyward.
We're working on a new kind of action RPG called Second Stone. It's basically the game we've dreamt of playing for like, I don't know, 20 years or something. We imagined this game with all the vibes, all the spirit of the colorful games we remember playing as kids. Think of something as adventurous as Jak and Daxter maybe, but with swords, spells and rich RPG customization systems. We're honestly just trying to make the smoothest and most fun action RPG we can. So if you end up replaying the game just because you like how it feels, then I think we've done a good job.
The thing that makes Second Stone so special, at least for us, is that it feels like the classics we grew up with, but plays like a modern game. We tried
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
From all the games we've played and loved throughout the years, so we might take a look at what made the early 3D platforming games so charming, analyze hit stops in fighting games to add a sense of impact to each attack, or just look at how
cool.
Astrobot teaches you everything about the game without ever interrupting the fun. As a result, Second Stone has a bunch of different stuff you can really lose track of time with, be it exploring the world, tinkering with your build, doing another
Welcome back, Andreas.
temples, or just taking a break to play cards with the villagers.
I pre-ordered Deluxe Pack a few months ago. Not yet, because they will probably send me the game early. So I need to figure out what they're going to send me, and then I'll buy the other version on a physical edition of it. That's what I've done for every Lego game. You can see all my Lego games, they're like up there. So usually they send me a digital code, probably going to be for PlayStation. That game actually looked really cool. And then I end up buying the other version.
When darkness hunts, heroes bleed.
What's up, user?
A predator born of the night.
So this is Heroes of the New Earth Reborn.
He feeds on terror. And drinks the strength of his victims.
This is kind of like a Diablo style.
Dampier is soon to awaken in Han Reborn. Heroes of New Earth Reborn is now an open beta.
Yeah, exactly, Travis.
Join the fight at heroesofnewearth.com and prepare yourselves. Dampier awakens very soon.
Fans who love sinking their teeth into great survival games will be eating good soon enough. Here at IGN Fan Fest, we've got so much more cool stuff to show you coming up.
Next should be Solar Punk.
So don't go anywhere.
IGN Fan Fest is presented by Neverness to Everness and HyperX.
Hey you! Looking for a way to wear your fandom with pride? The IGN store is the ultimate destination for awesome merch and collectibles from the biggest games, movies, shows, and everything in between. Cruise the wasteland in style with a Vault Dweller hoodie and replica Pip-Boy. Whatever you're into, you're bound to find something. See for yourself and head to store.ign.com today. IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection of the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out.
Catch up on all your favorite shows with up-to-the-minute gaming and entertainment news with Geek Media Podcasts.
Welcome to a very special episode of IGN GameScoop.
I think the game looks like League of Legends. It was more of a Diablo style. I mean, a little bit of both, yeah.
Biggest PlayStation news.
Man, this is a cool looking trailer.
Everything Xbox.
Well, no, Jamie, I'm gonna buy the game. I just want to know what I'm getting first. Like, I don't want to like pre-order PlayStation and have them send me Xbox. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of waiting to find out, and then I'll pre-order it like a day or two before the game comes out, and I'll get the other version.
It's kind of every movie's grandpa.
Geek Media Podcasts.
Yeah, I got you, Zom.
From around the world.
The Cinefix Top 100.
Like, you don't really technically have to pre-order until
or where they rank.
Like a day or two before.
One of the movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. That was good. I liked it.
Talk about why
What's
it
up,
belongs,
buddy?
and finally find out where it ranks. Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list?
All right.
I have no idea, and it drives me crazy.
Guys, my dogs, I think they have to go out.
Find out on Cinefix, IGN,
So-
and wherever you get your podcasts.
We know that it's not going to be one of the next few games, so I'm going to take them outside, and we'll be right back, okay?
You're watching
They are
IGN
giving
Fan
me a
Fest.
lot of
Coming up, we're taking a look at some games that are all about survival.
But first, a game where 10-year-olds are sent
just
into the
make
world
sure this is
on a
Solar
totally
Punk.
unsupervised journey to capture and tame as many wild animals as possible. Sounds like a survival game, but I'm actually just describing Pokemon.
Pokemon is pretty intense when you think about it, and hey, if you're looking to get more intense about Pokemon battling, you should check out planetpokemon.com. This massive database of Pokemon lets you assemble the perfect team, digging into stats and picking the best strategy for different games. Head to planetpokemon.com to see for yourself.
But right now on IGN Fan Fest, some wild survival games have appeared. Take a look.
We are the penitent gardeners, pilgrims bound to the rails of a frozen world. Nothing is wasted on our quest for salvation. We take, we salvage, we bolt it together. Our makeshift convoy is our lifeline. The tracks, our path to redemption. Each stop draws us closer on our righteous journey. As our struggle grows harsher, we must repent.
So, you want to be a cult leader. First, you're gonna need followers.
Every stranger he met. There's a brighter life out there for me and you.
And followers need a place to go.
Alright, what do we got?
So join us tonight.
What did I miss?
Go nuts. Give him a bunch of stuff to believe in.
Is this still solar flare? This looks interesting.
Make it yours.
There's a light in my soul, and it's time for these wheels to roll. On the wagons
And don't let your followers all die.
it's your start of mine. We'll be dazzling down the line.
Another farming game before this one? Got you. Yes words. Double.
Trust me on this.
The description has all the games in order.
He's just a lonely weirdo.
Join us. Okay, so I missed solar flare. The dogs peed very fast. All right. Oh, I missed solar punk and frost trail. So this should be into the fire. We're getting close, guys.
Silence erased in a single night. Roads vanished, the city followed. People after that. We're cut off from any help, but ruins keep what they take. Look closely, Frank. Beneath the ash and fire, something endures.
Watch out.
We need any supplies, Frank. Keep your eyes wide open. Check everything. Nothing goes to waste. And if there are still people out there, we find them. They mean hope for our station.
Another day in hell.
Are you ready?
This game looks kind of interesting.
Fire. Shit.
It's like firefighting simulator.
For you. Where are you? Stay with me. Got her, William.
Danger's rising. Evacuate.
Roger that.
We bring them here. We hold this place together. Long enough to move people through. Long enough to get some of them out.
I appreciate everybody that's stuck with me through this stream. It's been interesting. This looks kind of like an upscale Minecraft. Everwild. Oh, that is Everwind. That's exactly what this is. Isn't this like... Isn't this kind of like exactly what... Like... A Minecraft kind of ripoff? Not ripoff, but, you know, inspired a Minecraft light. I think I've heard about this game. This was originally mod off Minecraft, and then branched into the... Oh, interesting zone. Certainly interesting. It's definitely more serious than Minecraft. You're getting an orange juice. I'd let the dogs out. Everwind. What's up, Willie? My buddy Wilson. Donkey Crew. This should be Bellwright. See, some of these are coming really, like, they go by really fast. So that's good, because I think we're, like, getting real close to Lego Batman. I think we're about 12 games away. This should be Going Medieval. 11 games. So after this is Windrose. Another Minecrafty style game. Prisoners! How's the snow doing? So it was snowing earlier today, but it's warmer out right now, and it looks like it's melting because I did some shoveling outside, and yeah, it's 37 degrees right now. I don't know if you're in the US or I feel like you're in the UK. So it's 3 degrees Celsius out right now. So we are getting some melting, which is good. But yes, words. 007 was very early. You are in the UK. So it's 3 degrees Celsius right now. So yeah, we're running out of places to put the snow. The dog, my little one, Evie, hates it. So this is Windrose. This is what we were watching earlier. So 007 was much earlier in the show. In the description, it has all the games in the order that they've been shown. So 007 was probably about an hour ago, if you go backwards. '81 in Arizona, I wish. I wish it was 81 degrees in Massachusetts for 5 hours. That would take care of, like, everything. Just give it to me for 5 hours, then it can go back to being cold. Yeah, it looks like a pirate Arc Raiders game. But we are getting close to very close to Batman. Next should be Mexican Ninja, which I know is what Nava was waiting for.
Now, usually, ninjas are all about stealth, lurking in the shadows, and generally trying their best to not be seen.
Unfortunately, that's not going to fly here at IGN Fan Fest. After all, it's a big, loud celebration all about drawing attention to some of our favorite stuff.
And our favorite stuff includes ninjas.
Also, ninjas aren't the only things lurking in the shadows here at FanFest. Later today, we'll be shedding light on new gameplay from LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
But first,
new gameplay.
Ninjas.
Show us the ninjas already.
What am I expecting out of the Batman trailer? It said new gameplay. So here's Mexican Ninja, just for Nava. I mean, this game is kind of funny. Dude, Nava, we gotta play this game together. I'm getting Mexican Ninja just to play with Nava. Whoa, look at that booty. Oh my god, is she swinging her tatas? Day of the Dead Ninja game. Oh my god, censored? Oh, I don't know what that means. Coming to consoles. I'm in. Alright, we're all getting Mexican Ninja. We're all getting it. Alright, it's probably gonna be a $20 game.
We will be keeping our promise of showing you more on the upcoming LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight real soon in an interview with the developers of the game.
And an interview with the developers of the game.
Right here on IGN. We need to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because there's lots more still to come. Stick around.
Why? We're almost at the end. You don't need a break.
IGN Fan Fest is presented by
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more games and then Lego Batman. So next we got Rangers Path National Park Simulator, Bus Simulator, Power Wash Simulator, Gate Guard Simulator, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Normal, Vermin Steel, Primal, Lego Batman.
Here's the wasteland in style with a Vault Dweller hoodie and replica Pip-Boy. Whatever you're into, you're bound to find something. See for yourself and head to store.ign.com today.
Catch up on all your favorite shows with up-to-the-minute gaming and entertainment news with Geek Media Podcasts.
Welcome to a very special episode of IGN Game Scoop.
Game Scoop has you covered for all things gaming and the latest game releases. Tune into Podcast Beyond for the biggest PlayStation news.
Man, this is a cool looking trailer.
Everything Xbox on Podcasts Unlocked.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief.
Catch up with your Super Nintendos.
That was Master Chief.
Pre-order mania, it was chaotic last night.
And get all the latest console news and rumors with Next Gen Console Watch.
Now Xbox and Phil Spencer are even saying that a mid-gen refresh isn't even necessary.
The Cinefix Top 100 podcast picks a movie every week to celebrate and debate.
It's kind of every movie's grandpa.
Geek Media Podcasts, the best podcasts from around the world.
The Cinefix Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
I don't want any more breaks.
Talk
We're
about
so
why
close.
it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
Well, I got Lego DC Super
Are any of the
Villains
movies we've
because
shown here
I
even
got
on the
Nice.
list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy.
Come to console
Join us as we
now.
find out on
They
Cinefix, IGN, and
have a
wherever
few
you
known
get your
games.
podcasts.
Serious.
Waiting for Bus Simulator. GTA 6 should be overhyped. I mean, it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be generational.
Jeffy, my man. What's
No,
up?
no more wrestlers.
Oh. Aren't you supposed to be like a video game expert or something?
What?
Did you
Shout out Rockstar, exactly.
Look, I haven't played a game in a long
I'm not the
time
biggest
because,
Grand Theft Auto fan, but that game is going to be generational.
But I'm pretty
You know,
sure
Grand Theft Auto 5 is the highest selling video game of all time. By a lot.
Okay, look, we just got this game. I've never played it. I thought I'd check it out while I...
Excuses.
Aren't you supposed to be good at video games to work at IGN?
Thank you.
See?
Hey, you got any tips for him?
Yeah, coach tip number 401. Do it again, but with a little less suck. Jabroni.
Okay, we're just messing with you. You're not that bad, brother.
Wait, really?
Yeah, solid 4 out of 10.
Oh, that's not bad. Well, actually, that is technically bad on the IGN scale. But hey, look, if you're like me and you die a lot in games and also hate getting bullied for it, I think you'll want to check out these simulator games. Generally, you can't die in those. Take a look.
All right, here we are.
Andre, executive producer
Park
of
Path
Studio.
Simulator.
Today, I would like to introduce you to our game, Rangers Path National
Yeah,
Park
MJ,
Simulator.
I'm with you. No more wrestlers.
Rangers Path is a simulation game about everyday responsibilities of a national park ranger. The game takes place in the Fairmont National Park, a vast, handcrafted landscape inspired by the real U.S. national parks. Your workdays are shaped by routine tasks like clearing trails, repairing damaged objects, or helping visitors find their way through the park. At the same time, you stay connected to the ranger station. Through your radio, you receive information about spontaneous situations in the park and decide which call-out you want to respond to. Alongside your daily work, main missions guide your journey and unlock new areas of the park. You might relocate a bee colony near a campsite, or track a missing VIP through the wilderness. Exploration also plays a major role in Ranger's path. As you move through the park, you'll
This looks
discover
pretty
natural
interesting.
landmarks like caves, lakes, and waterfalls. You document them using your Ranger camera.
The only thing they showed that was WWE 2K was Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed coming out with Paul Heyman as the Vision. It was just their intro. That's all they showed.
Access on PC on March 10th, 2026. We are starting with a solid foundation and plan to expand the game with new features, tools, and content over time. And if you want to see what it's like to be a park ranger, you can play our demo on Steam right now.
I'm not gonna lie, that game looks kind of cool. No console though. All right, this is Bus Simulator. We're gonna do 3 simulators. I burped. You love Bus Simulator? Nice and quick. I like it.
Bus Simulator 27. Wishlist now.
Adventure time. Come grab your boing loins. We'll go
What is this?
very interesting boy. Ooh,
This looks like
pizza
Adventure
party.
Time.
Don't mind if I. What do you mean?
It is
I'm
Adventure
not
Time.
invited?
Oh, is this Power Wash Simulator?
And that. Next time you'll think twice before you mess with. Who the heck are these guys? I didn't even know Princess
Adventure
Bubblegum
Time
had a
DLC for Power Wash.
Hey, I put good work into ruining that tree house. Is that you, Jake? Quit
I tried
being
playing
so
this game,
helpful.
but it was way too too much.
Ben and Jake are just total
Like
slobs.
I don't know. I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
What have you done to my castle? My skins and tubs. My
And it's
princess
probably
tail.
lore accurate, but I just didn't like it.
Maybe you're right, Gunter. It is nice to have the place sparkly clean. Yeesh, this stuff is everywhere. Okay, maybe I went a little overboard with the dirt, but you all forgive me, right? Right? That was incredible, but I'm still not tipping you.
Huh. Particularly like the Shrek map. All right, this is Gate Simulator. Gate Guard Simulator.
But a dicky died of stuff to the mouth with contraband. The gate protects our faith. The gate will keep us safe. Provided the gate isn't guarded by a moron. Pulls a rusted cart, the keys
Provided the gate isn't guarded by a moron. So after this, 1, 2, 3, 4 games, and then Lego Batman. It's a mallard. Provided the gate isn't guarded by a moron. All right, next is Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Welcome to IGN Fan Fest 2026. I'm Casey DeFreitas, and today we'll be taking a tour of 3 bases you'll encounter in Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. Please welcome director, art director, and lead game designer of Monster Hunter
The
Stories 3
gatekeeping has finally
Twisted
been made into a
Reflection,
game.
Kenji Oguro, Takahiro Kawano, and Daisuke Wakahara. Also joining us is
Daisuke.
Daiki Sujita to translate for us today.
All right, we're
Thank you
almost
so
there,
much for
guys. We're
joining us.
almost at Lego Batman.
Nice to meet you all.
The mask will go on just in
Thank
time.
you all so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to watch the
Just in
video
time
you have
for
prepared
Batman.
For us. Can you very quickly describe what we're about to see?
はい、今作の、
Okay, so today the video we are going to watch will feature 3 locales that the protagonist and his fellow rangers will visit during the game. Starting off with Azuria, and we have other locales that I would like to introduce in today's video. In the game development process, we first start off with crafting the concept art or the art design, and then following the art design, we implement.
Do
that
they
into the actual
show
game
for
itself.
what do they show for
So
the
in this
trailer? I
video,
think they're
you'll
going to
see
show
the
new
concept art
gameplay.
followed by how
And there's
the,
going to be an interview.
Concept art actually turns out in game. So please look forward to it.
ご覧いただいて皆さん楽しんでもらえたらなと思います。よろしくお願いします。
So let's get a first look at Azuria.
本当にいわゆるこう So first off, we are showing the concept art for Azuria Castle. In the design process, we wanted to make the stereotypical fantasy castle
What's up, Art King?
type of design to depict how peaceful Azuria is and to depict the beautiful nature of the Azuria, World of Azuria, and the castle itself.
But was there any specific region that the architecture was inspired by?
For the castle design, they based it off of a Spanish castle named Alcazar Castle.
Oh, that's sick.
And the surrounding environment, they had some inspiration from Lake Leman. They did have some actual
SM2.
real world
Where's the
inspiration,
SM2?
and that made it.
What is that?
Made its way to the concept art. And then something that is unique to Monster Hunter Stories is that to depict the bond with Rathalos in Azuria, you can see throughout the castle, you'll see like wing-like fabric stretched upon the castle. So those flags or fabric represent the wings of Rathalos. And also throughout the castle, you'll see that there's actually like an airport for the monsters to take flight. So you'll see that later on in this video. This is the main hall located inside the castle where you see the king and queen of Azuria. So actually, if you look at this cutscene, you'll see in-game, you'll see all the details that were put into like the chairs, the fabric, the tapestries throughout the hallway. And then one thing to note, on the left-hand side of the king right now in the scene, you'll see this lantern, which is actually just like a shining crystal. One of the key concepts of Monster Hunter Stories 3 is that there is a crystal encroachment, which is engulfing the world, which is unknown. The reason why the crystal encroachment is happening is unknown, but residents of Monster Hunter Stories 3, they actually use the crystal to get some lighting inside the buildings, such as this scene right here. Alright, so the next concept art we have here is the main square of Azuria Castle. So this is the most lively place within Azuria Castle. We wanted to make this place very lively and beautiful to depict how peaceful Azuria is.
Fire
so you'll see in
Emblem
this
game? Is that what
concept
this
art,
is?
there is a fountain right in the middle, and around the fountain you'll see many shops, including smithy, other item
It's
shops.
by the guys who did the
and
art for
in-game
Fire Emblem
you'll
Awakening.
actually see a bunch of
Yeah.
NPC characters.
It looks
walking
interesting.
throughout the
I've never
square.
really been into any of the
that's
Monster
one
Hunter
of the things
games.
we wanted to implement in Monster Hunter Stories 3. You'll see NPC characters walking. You might be able to encounter some funny dialogue and monologue amongst the NPCs. This,
I'm not
next
gonna lie,
concept art we
guys.
have
I'm
here
just so
is
ready
the
for Batman.
Ranger Station. So this is where
We're
the,
like
protagonist
3
and
games
his
away.
fellow Rangers come to have meetings and have some tea.
This
and
is the
whatnot
four-
here.
this is
As you can
Monster
see,
Hunter
like, in the middle
something.
Of the concept art here, you'll see the map of Azuria. The Rangers use this map to strategize and plan their next actions. So each character of the Ranger Squad, they have their own chairs and places within this station here. The Vice Captain of the Ranger Corps, Gal, takes care of the weapons and sharpens them at the very back chair. On the right-hand side, close to the window, you'll see like a bunch of stones and stash there. So that is what Ogden, he is the walking encyclopedia of the Ranger Corps. He keeps all his stash over there, so it's pretty messy. And then on the left-hand side, we have the kitchen. So this is where Eleanor, she is the Princess of Brumil. She joins the protagonist Ranger Squad later on in the game, but this is where Eleanor cooks for the team. And we have Thea. She is the newest ranger who joined the Corps recently, and she does not have a chair yet, but she loves to run around in the fields in the far back. And lastly, Simon, he is the best friend of the protagonist. He tends to just sit in whichever chair is open, and he loves to read.
All right, let's just get through these last couple games. MJ, we're probably like 5 minutes away tops.
Okay, so this next concept art we have here
I would honestly
actually,
just stick it
right
out. There's
the
normal,
Ranger
Vermin Steel, Primal.
So,
So after this, there's only 3 more games. So I think we'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Aerial squad takes off to do some patrolling around the area. And as you can see,
as a matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and get ready and put the Batman mask on.
They have the Legiana rest beside the airport here, and they also take care of like the equipment while they are resting.
All right, we're full Batman mask
so
now.
Next, we have the concept art.
What's up, Byron Cutler?
Conference.
What's up, Kinder?
Where the people of Azuria and
about a steel book for Lego Batman? I don't know. We're literally a couple games away.
At the beginning of the game. So on the right-hand side,
we're almost there.
It's very bright, close to the window.
I don't know if they'll say that.
And that is where the Azuria members are sitting. And while the left-hand side, it's actually pretty darker compared to the right-hand side.
See, I can't see the microphone though. But I haven't heard anything.
So the reason why we wanted to have
but hopefully
Azuria
we'll see something here in a moment.
And Brumil on the darker side. This actually portrays the situation of the two countries. So, as mentioned earlier, Azuria is very peaceful, very beautiful place. But on the other hand, Brumil is facing some turmoil because of the crystal encroachment. So we wanted to have a darker lighting on the Brumil folks to show the contrast between the two countries. On the middle of the table, you'll see that there's a lot of grape juice.
It's almost time for Batman.
So that is to depict how prosperous Azuria is compared to the people of Brumil.
Have to go. We're almost there.
So next we're moving on to the next locale, which is called the Shepherdin. This is the first village that the protagonist and the Ranger Corps will visit after crossing the Meridian into the Forbidden Lands.
A confirmed date for Switch 2 version would be nice, yeah.
Monsters from Monster Hunter Rise inhabit the Shepherdin and the area around it. Based on Monster Hunter Rise, it has a very Eastern Asia-like taste. So
I do like this art style more than some of the other games.
Art style. And then regarding the Shepherdin village itself, as you can see in this concept art, it is actually placed on top of a very dangerous plateau.
Do I do a whole playthrough wearing the mask?
Waterfalls and
I don't think I can because like
so the reason why the residents of Shepherdin ended up
I need a different mask. I don't like this
mask.
mask.
To flee from their homes for
you
safety,
fully believe it's another hour for no?
Have, like,
it's there's only 3 games left.
From outside dangerous existences, so they ended up creating this village on top of a very steep cliff. This concept art featuring the elder of the village, Cole's house. So you can see Cole's house on top of the stairs in the middle of the concept art over here. Right beside the end of the stairs, you'll see this gate. This is designed after the Japanese. 3 more
announced games left. They were secrets. Trust.
The Torii Gate.
We'll see.
Some masks stuck into the ground. And these masks actually represent graves of the former elders of the village. So elders are actually resting right beneath the Torii gates. And the next concept art
I am
vengeance.
vengeance.
Is the Ranger
I
station
am the
based
knight.
inside the Shepperton. So
I
this is
am
not
the
like a
Bat
permanent
Blast.
station. They're just borrowing some space from the residents of Shepperton. In the far back, you can see, maybe you can say better in game, but you'll see Ratha. He is actually stuck in like this very small stable, because the stable that was not a stable at the first place. It was just like a vacant residence of the Shepperton village, but they didn't have any space for Ratha to rest in, so he just ended up in there. And on the left hand side, you'll see a very simple kitchen, which is made out of basically dirt. So that's where the Rangers have to like cook their meals and prepare for your next adventure.
I did want to ask, is Shepperton a play on words? Is like Shepherd Den because of the people's reverence for Pelamites there?
正直申しますと、我々やっぱり英語は
So unfortunately, we don't have.
I
any,
finally did it.
localization team
We
members,
actually have
present in
new.
today's interview.
If you become a member,
So,
thank you,
we're,
Willie. We
unsure
have
of how they came
3
up
new
with
stickers,
the
or 2 new
English
stickers. I updated
But,
them yesterday.
Our localization team.
We
really
have
love
Willie.
To play with words
We have
around,
Batman.
as you can see in the Monster Hunter series. So there should be
Willie and
a reason
Batman.
why they ended up naming this place Shepperton.
I took down Jigs. So, fantastic, Willie. So those are some of the perks of becoming a
As mentioned
member.
earlier, the crystal
You get
encroachment
to
is
see me
putting
do the
residents of the
Skeletor
world into
dance,
danger.
and
However,
you
in
get
this, particular region,
Free Willy
the
Rocks
residents of Galliard
in his
actually
Fantastic
take
Four
advantage
outfit.
of the crystal encroachment, in that they sell the crystals for goodies and make money off of the crystal encroachment. So as you can see,
Bet you
Galliard
members
as a
didn't
city
even realize
looks
that we
very
just added.
prosperous
I
with
finally
many
updated some
decorations,
stickers.
stones,
We are
jewelry
7
throughout
members
the
away.
The city itself and the buildings.
Maybe 6
But,
members
if
away
you,
now from being
go
able to
deeper
add
into the
another
city here,
emoji.
there is a steep boundary
Told me
between
another hour.
prosperous
Yeah, they won't
residents
shut up, will they?
and
Holy
the,
shit.
Not so prosperous residents. So in parts of Galliard, you might actually find like a slum area to differentiate the prosperous outside versus.
Thank you, Ghost Legend.
So here we have
56 months of
the
Ghost
main
Legend.
square of Galliard. So in the middle, you can see the Laguerre.
I appreciate you so much. Also wear different outfits for
If you
money.
look around the city itself, it is inspired.
Gotta
like,
hit up
from
Superior
the
Chris,
Mediterranean,
who I miss
regions.
greatly.
So
We have not seen him
if
in a
you
while.
Think about the Mediterranean area, you'll
But
probably think about
everybody
like,
grows
beautiful
up.
buildings next to like the ocean,
And I'm
sea.
happy.
But
I'm
in
happy. What's up,
Galliard, You
Yeet?
don't see that. Actually, there is a reason why Galliard is so barren, in that Galliard used to be a ocean port city that was floating on top of the ocean.
Facial recognition does not
all the
work in the
jewelry
bat
and
mask.
decorations were,
My
based
secret
off of
identity
the
secure.
Mediterranean Sea. But desert
My wife just keeps texting me.
has caused
Ah,
the
shit,
city
I'm in
to
trouble.
lose all the water, and it is currently barren, sandy. So
I sent
that is
her a
the reason
video
why, there's a difference between
of
the decorations
this
and
guy
the
on a
actual,
cruise.
cityscape itself.
He's like me when I have to get out of bed, and he's like all gentle and quiet. And then
Thank
his
you
wife,
so
when
much
she gets
for
out of
giving us
bed,
that in-depth
throwing
look at
things,
3
turning all the
of us
lights
in
on.
Monster Hunter Stories 3.
And said, first
I will
off, looks like they were on a
definitely be one
cruise,
of
and
those
second,
people
I am not
enjoying
that bad.
Monster Hunter Stories 3
And
Twisted
I
Reflection when it comes out on March
sent
13th.
her.
Thank you so much to Sujita-san,
Oh, we're done.
Oguda-san, Colin-san, and
Maybe 3 more games. Manny trying to ruin our dreams, though.
Approaching Monster Hunter Stories 3. We'll of course be covering more on Monster Hunter right here, so keep it locked on IGN.
All right, so we should be getting normal.
IGN Fan Fest is presented by Neverness to Everness and HyperX.
The average Cinefix movie list
No.
features nearly 100 different films and approximately 25 minutes worth of wall-to-wall deep dive analysis.
Manny, I hate you. You ruined everything.
We're featuring 26
I'm holding you
films
responsible.
Before you say it, no, that math does not check out. We're not math people, we're movie people. We can't even count down from 10 without ending up at, like, 96. Subscribe to IGN Movies and TV for more Cinefix movie lists. Bad at math, great at movies.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing? IGN strategy guides and interactive maps are here to help.
One step at a time.
IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and best of all, free. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and so much more.
See? It's good, right?
What's left on the list? Normal, Vermin Steel, Primal, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. That should be all we have to get through. But they might throw a surprise in.
IGN Plus is where your adventure begins.
What are you selling?
Plus is the place to get unlimited access to all the tools you need to beat your games.
Here's what you need to know for bringing down Gloomspawn.
Plus, awesome exclusive discounts on IGN Store.
Maybe this would tease open your money pouch.
Plus, ad-free browsing on IGN.com. Plus, unlimited game help.
Rise of Hydra, right? Well, keep in mind, they have another showing tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's day 2. Not nearly as good, though.
Exactly. Want more? Head to IGN.com/plus and start your adventure today.
I don't see a single game that's interesting to me that I already know about. All right, here we go.
You're watching IGN Fan Fest 2026. In 2023, writer-director Lee Cronin gave new life to the Evil Dead franchise with Evil Dead Rise, and later this year, he's resurrecting another film franchise full of walking corpses and ancient curses, The Mummy. Take a look.
All right, The Mummy. I already saw this trailer, did not love it. So this is the first thing that they've added. And I have been updating the list as we've gone. Alright, so... The Mummy. I don't like this. I don't know, it's weird.
You're a slippery little fishy, ain't ya? God damn it, stay down! What the hell, man? What is wrong with you people?
What else would you have? Meat tenderizer.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk.
That's a good weapon, right? People are made of meat. Yeah, we had a lot of fun making the action sequences here.
Jesus.
That's not where I was aiming.
Normal is the story of Ulysses, who becomes the interim sheriff.
All right, so this is Normal.
Sleepy town of Normal,
Minnesota. All right, so 2 more things.
Everything is normal.
Vermin Steel and then Primal.
Bob Odenkirk, and among the cast are Henry Winkler and Lena Headey. Yep, all 3 very normal characters who are played by actors who always play normal and challenging face value characters who aren't hiding anything at all, and it's all very regular and normal.
Life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable. Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
Okay, I think we all know that's not true. Normal is an action-packed thriller with black comedy moments and explosive surprises. Here to talk to me about it are the star and co-writer Bob Odenkirk, co-writer and producer Derek Kolstad, and producer Mark Provenzero.
Oh my God, they're dragging this out,
I got it
and it's all Manny's fault.
We're now going to change it.
We're so close.
I helped with the story, but Derek came up with the story, and I just assisted, and I appreciate that he gave me that nod. but Derek wrote this screenplay.
Director Ben Wheatley has called Normal an inverse of High Noon, and I've also seen the comparison to Bad Day at Black Rock, both classic westerns. Do you see this as neo-western, and what were you envisioning when you were creating it?
Well, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Spencer Tracy and those old movies.
Because he said they were going to drag this out.
And Bad Day at Black Rock was the first one, and the second one was Stepford Wives. You know, of kind of going, everything looks a little too clean, a little bit too on the nose. And Bob and I just had fun then dismantling our way into this world.
We always
and
hold Manny responsible.
We're a huge fan of the postmodern Western. That's what this is.
I also think the Clint Eastwood movie, High Plains Drifter. There's a town, they need his help, they're all a little sketchy. Can he rely on them? It's one of my favorite films. I mean, all those early Clint Eastwoods I love. It is a modern Western for sure. And Ben Wheatley certainly envisioned it that way.
Something about Ulysses is he has a reputation for having a laissez-faire attitude. He doesn't ask too many questions, doesn't put his nose into things. He says things are easier if he cares a little less. So that's not necessarily the case, but can you talk about what's interesting about that kind of character and the journey to caring?
He's a guy who has lost faith in his own instincts. So as a result, he's
I want to see Lena Headey.
There's some things that are off. You could tell he notices them, but you can also tell that he's sort of seemingly compartmentalizing
Henry
them,
Winkler.
just ignoring them. But in the end, he cannot ignore them. So it's an interesting guy who needs to regain the faith in his own judgment. And a lot of action movies are very simple in their structure, which is really one of the joys of them. But I just like this one because it had this texture and this opening chapters where
I know they need to hurry up. I'm growing impatient.
Aware of something wrong with this town.
Do you see some of Hutch from the Nobody movies in Ulysses at all?
I mean, both guys are, for different reasons, holding back their reactionary impulses. In the case of Hutch, he's doing it to present as a family man and to live that life, to live a double life, forcing himself to hold that in. So that's Nobody. In Normal, here's a guy who's a little bit broken when we meet him. And
oh, there she is.
He made a choice once before that just destroyed his life that he had, his perfect life. And so he's just gotten gun shy. But believe me, by the end of the movie Normal, he's not gun shy any longer. Is he gun crazy?
A little bit.
He's a little bit gun crazy.
Speaking of Nobody, you as a trio have worked as star, writer, and producer, respectively, on Nobody, Nobody 2, and now Normal. What made you decide to focus on a new original story at this point in your partnership?
On the first Nobody, there was a 2 hours where they were driving a bus around the city and Bob was being shot, and he and I were on the bus. And Mark said, "So what else are you working on?" I was like, "I wrote this thing last night." And it was Normal. And he's like, "That's awesome." I was like, "Yeah, maybe, you know." And then 6 months later, years later, and finally Bob and I had a break in our schedules, and we're like, "Do you want to go do that one?" And that's how it came about.
You said I wrote this last night?
The treatment.
Wow.
So a lot of times I'll write a treatment over the course of 6 hours. It tends to be between 15 and 30 pages, but it's just, I hike, I walk, I run, I Peloton, all that kind of stuff, and I'm writing in my head. So by the time I'm sitting down to type, it's just, here it comes, you know?
We thought it would be fun when Derek came up with this concept that we flipped to for Normal. We thought it would be fun to do something outside the studio system. And we thought about what would make for a very appealing film to see in the theaters rather than building something for a streamer. There's very different approaches. I remember when first time I saw John Wick in the movie theater, I said, "Holy this is so fun." And I've gone to the movie theater every single time to see the sequels with my friends. And so we think about how can we build something that evokes the same response from people.
On that note, I mean, Derek and Mark, how did you know Bob would be good at this?
They didn't know that.
Well, Bob, our thesis was people around the world genuinely love watching Bob play a character that gets out of really bad problems with using his mouth. Wouldn't it be fun? Would people enjoy if they watched him use his fist to get out of problems?
Can you talk about your partnership with Bob and balancing comedy, action, and all other genres?
The biggest struggle we had was moving into the action space was no one took us seriously. The first time we went into the agency, there were 14 people in the room. Better Call Saul was a global hit. They had to pack the room with agents. People were stifling their laughter literally when we were telling them we're going to turn Bob into an action star for studio film. And I don't blame them for that. Who could expect that to actually happen? They kept on sending us comedy writers.
I don't care about
we
this.
Kept on saying, as Bob would
Why
say,
are you dragging this out? Just give
we
us
need
like
someone
a
who knows how to write
Batman.
the third act of an action movie. And we did not know how to do that. And thank God, the writer, the creator of one of the greatest action franchises generationally, was also a comedy nerd fan and completely got, right the first time we talked to him about it, there was no like overcome. One thing we went out of our way to overly accentuate was we did not want, people were going to assume if they saw Bob at that time in a movie like this, that it was going to be an action comedy. And that was really important for us to over-accentuate that it was a dramatic film and an action film. And then, yes, you were going to laugh within that, but we needed to make that distinction really clear.
I didn't need to learn to fight. I could have had some stunt guy who's shaped like me do all my fighting. But I didn't learn that till years later after I trained. No, it's not true. I like doing my own fighting. And if I'm doing my own fighting, they can keep the camera on me and I can play the guy. I can do his expressions. I wanted to play a guy who actually got hurt, who actually got worn down as you watch the movie. He gets tired, he gets hurt, he gets dinged up. Because I just feel like that is actually not something you've seen a lot of. Action stars that I know of, I don't know all of them, but the ones that I know are they're machines. They never really get hurt. There's no, they never accrue damage. And I wanted to play a guy who in these movies starts with a little bit of self-doubt and also accrues damage along the way.
Derek, we already brought up John Wick, so now I have to ask. You are the creator of the John Wick franchise and several action-heavy hitters on top of your work with Bob and Mark. Can you tell me what is the key to creating character-driven action movies that stand out among the rest? And is it helping dogs?
Dude, and the number of people that in the past have said, I turned off that movie at that point, and then someone said you should watch the rest of it. I'm a huge dog lover, so what I would say is my favorite action movies begin and end with the main character. You care about them, you give a shit, you know. And one of the best intros to a character ever is still Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. You're introduced from behind, and he uses his whip, and he has the cat and the jacket, and then he loses and runs away and loses, and you're like, I love this guy. There's some sort of like self-aware empathy at play, you know. And when it comes to the action heroes I love, they're not the best at what they do.
I don't care.
They move forward, you know. You
I
look at
don't care. Nobody cares.
The first couple of Lethal Weapon movies, he gets his ass handed to him, but he wills himself through to win.
Cares.
And ultimately, when he talks about sketch comedy, I talk about action. We kind of connect on the standpoint that they're very similar, an action scene and a sketch. You know, you got to have moments of humor, you have moments of character, because action was really an extension of the hero's journey. And ultimately, it's why we go back to watch certain movies over and over and over again. It's because it's like, you know, revisiting old friends. So we love the people that we're creating here, and we just want to root for them.
One of my favorite scenes involves an unconventional weapon, a meat tenderizer hammer.
When I love stunt guys, you know, we actually spend a lot of time with the second unit just because it's more fun. But ultimately, when you write a scene and Bob and I imagine some stuff, what's on the page is meant to invigorate the stunt guys. And then you also say to them, but do your thing, you know? And so there are elements that are in the script that make it. Like there's a scene in the red circle in the first John Wick where John shoots this guy in the foot and he reacts and leans forward and John shoots him in the head. That's in the script. And I was like, oh! But then there's another scene where John grabs this guy, slams his head down, just unloads in his face. And I'm like, that wasn't in the script, but I was in the audience going, hoo-hoo-hee-hee, and with nobody, and with normal especially, because we had a little bit more flexibility. It would be like, hey, instead of that, why don't we try this? What haven't we seen before? And yet not make it tongue-in-cheek, but it would make sense why a meat tenderizer would win against a knife.
We were stuck in that kitchen.
Yeah.
It was a thin space to work in, which is good and bad. I mean,
Bob, speed it up, brother.
It inspires you.
You don't have to
and
talk
of course
so
you're like,
slow.
oh, we can't go anywhere in here.
Oh my God.
But it's both, you know. And so you got the stove, you got drawers with in them, you've got, you know, shelving you can pull out. We needed something. I mean, this guy's got a knife, and there's a gun at play at a certain point in that scene. And what else would you have? A meat tenderizer. That's a good weapon, right? People are made of meat. Yeah, we had a lot of fun making the action sequences here, and a lot of inventiveness from everyone. Certainly from the script, and then from Greg Rementer, and from the stunt guys, and from Ben Wheatley, and from Greg Rementer in the big battle between the Yakuza and the townspeople.
Do you think there's room for Normal 2? Is this the beginning of a new franchise?
We don't care. We don't even have Normal 1 yet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What kind of movies you watch, and you kind of care about the cowboy who goes off into the sunset to see what he does in the next town over. And here we have enough seedlings of ideas that are kind of.
Oh my God! You're showing me the same scene for the fifth time.
This guy again.
Yeah.
I just love getting to play a person with a past who's lived some life and is weathered by that and has to live with those regrets. Has to forgive himself. Has to carry on, because that's more who I am. And so I love playing Ulysses. Yeah, I would love to play him again.
All right,
oh,
everyone.
Music, wrap up music.
Unfortunately, all our time.
No, very fortunately. Very fortunately.
It will be Magnolia Pictures' widest release to date. Have a real normal one, but I mean the kind of normal without any
I wish I had a
explosions.
Snickers multi-pack, man. I love Snickers. Bye. Okay, if the next 2 segments are that long, I'm literally gonna kill myself. I won't. All right, this should be Vermin Steel. This looks like it's gonna be a fast one. And then Primal. And then Lego Batman. What's up, Forgotten Snake? All right, nice and fast, made up for it. Now Primal. Now Primal, we don't care. No, give us Primal. Ah, Primal. Lego Batman should be next. Warhammer is tomorrow, Travis. There's like 3 Warhammer things being shown tomorrow. Right in the middle of the show. All right, everybody. All right, we should be. This should be it, everybody. This should be it. We should be getting
chance of survival
Lego
in
Batman.
Primal? Is it Samurai Jack,
No!
Dexter, or Dracula?
Why are we interviewing about this? We don't care.
Primal's newest season is finally here, and it's well on its way with a new undead twist. Joining me in the IGN studio is show creator Gendy Tartakovsky, who is here to answer all of our burning questions.
Nobody has burning questions.
All right, so let's jump right into it. For those watching who are looking to get into Primal for the first time,
Nobody
or just
wants to
learning
get
about
into
the show
Primal for
now,
the first time.
What is Primal?
Primal is.
This is all Manny's fault. We all hate Manny. Everyone in the chat hates Manny.
And a dinosaur who bond over this shared tragedy that they experience, and they find a way to become a new family and survive the horrors of the world.
Amazing. Now, Spear is back this season as a zombie. What made you want to revive the character after his end in season 2?
Well, basically, I thought, at the end of season 2, that was kind of it. And I wanted Primal to be kind of everlasting. So I thought about having it to be like an anthology show. And then, what happens is during production, it takes us like 2 years to do a series. And then it comes out and people watch it in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So the timing that I live with it versus people who watch it is very different, right? Mm-hmm. And so I spent a lot of time with it. And then you kind of feel, production is sometimes difficult and it's everything that I love to do, but still it's hard.
No
and
one
so I
cares.
feel like I'm finished with it.
Everybody.
But then after I take a little break,
L Manny in the
I
chat.
know it's still so fresh. And then the response is really strong. And,
L
and then
Manny.
you start to think about I just spent 20 episodes getting
Manny so
to
much.
create these characters and for people to really like them. And then I kill one off.
You did not know it was going to be a while.
So
you said there was going to be lots of unannounced things. This is what was announced.
This idea popped up. And initially the idea is it's kind of almost like a joke. But then as I started to think about it, all these amazing story elements and emotional elements
We're so mad. We're all mad. All my homies are mad at Manny.
For everything that I've ever done, I've always just trusted my gut.
Yeah, I don't care. We're all sleeping. I'm sorry.
Team and pitched it to everybody, and everybody was on board.
Amazing. Now, what sort of challenges come with bringing a character back from death? Are there any new opportunities as well?
Yeah, it was basically it's all fresh, right? And what's exciting, because it's the 3rd season, if you're watching the show, you've seen the first 2 seasons, and you're already attached to it, right? You like the characters. And now we have the situation where you can really cheer for the character because he's reborn, but he doesn't know who he is, right? So now there's this journey of the audience cheering and hoping that he's
what
going to
audience?
become the person
We all hate you right now, and it's not even your fault.
This last year, you stated that there were some scrapped ideas for an anthology series. You just mentioned it as well in this interview. Can you tell us a little bit about what those look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the ones.
Yeah, Charles, you tell Manny.
With creation, right? So it'd be like this alien world, and there's this orange furry woman that's born, or female that's born, and then she meets a blue male, and they're created in this kind of crazy world, and they have to find a way to mate and be together and
Thank
survive,
God we're getting this
right.
explanation.
And the world was all imaginary and or fantasy, and with all these different creatures and everything. And it felt like different than Primal, but at the same time, it was like, okay, what horrors do they face now? Nature and nurture and all these things. And it felt, I don't know, it didn't click. And sometimes I have a lot of ideas like that. Like I have an idea that I'm initially really excited about, but if I can write down 10 episodes right away, right? Then I know the idea is right. If I'm struggling already after a couple, I know something's not figured out. There's an element that's missing, like who knows what's wrong. I see. Right? And so that was one of the ideas that I kind of started with, and I messed around with making them like bugs and everything, and so nothing clicked.
I see. Is there any idea that you kind of had off the wall of oh, this is the craziest I can get with an anthology version of Primal?
I mean, I'm a fan, not a fan, but I love history, and I'm interested in all the world wars that everybody's gone through. And so I wanted to do something with World War I, right? But to do it without dialogue and the same feel, I felt it was too kind of shticky or something wasn't right, but it felt like and then I had this idea, right? I had this idea of a warrior's point of view through time. So you start with a Roman soldier, and that becomes a World War I soldier, and that becomes a future soldier. And it's all the same guy through time and all the different aspects of war. Maybe at one, he's a coward, at one, he's a hero, right? And it was a really big idea.
and I just don't know what it had to do with with Primal and all of that. But so that was another one.
Amazing. Now, will we be returning to this world as an anthology at some point in the future?
I don't know. You know, after blabbing about that I'm done with it after the second season and then changing my mind, I think everything's open right now. I think the one thing that I want is I want Primal to be
you done
everlasting.
though? That's what I want to know. Are you done?
I always want a new season of something.
Now, all of your shows have a very distinct visual style, from the retro future look of Dexter's Lab to the striking cinematic look of Samurai Jack, and of course, the Clone Wars, and finally now
the Clone
Primal.
Wars was dope.
How does the show's newest season raise that visual standard that you've set
No one
for yourself?
cares.
I mean,
brother.
we're
Literally no one
always
cares.
pushing, you know, color and mood and stuff, and I think it's in line for what we've done in the first 2 seasons. It's more definitely nature-based, opposed to the second season where we had more man-made things, right? And so I think it follows that. What really gets amped up in the third season, I think, is the emotional stakes. I think they're even bigger than anything that we've done. And like kind of what I was saying earlier, because you're invested already in the character, there's a stress and anxiety right at the beginning, you know, and that's the feedback I've been getting back from people that watch it, and that's great, you know, because like that's the dream, is to have the people care for your characters, you know. So I think
we don't
otherwise
care.
we're visually, it's the third season, so we're kind of doing a similar thing.
No one cares.
Amazing. Now, this is IGN Fan Fest, so of course we ask the IGN audience to submit their own question. This one comes from X Simon Says. He asks,
I hate
how long
X
does
Simon
each
Says.
episode take to make?
Oh, well, it takes about, I would say about almost 6 to 8 months, start to finish.
What?
But then we start a new episode every 2 to 3 weeks, right? So if you can imagine, we start the storyboard.
Lego Batman
then
has
the
to be
next
as
one
long as
starts
this,
writing,
and it's
then it goes
next.
into
It's
layout,
the
another
next
one starts
thing.
Storyboarding.
The literal
so
next
everything's
thing.
overlapped. So at one point, we have, you know, like 5 or 6 episodes that are always.
The interviews are fine. They should have done them
stage
earlier.
of production.
They shouldn't.
Now, final question.
Final
Who has
question,
the best
folks.
chance of survival in Primal? Is it Samurai Jack, Dexter, or Dracula?
Well, Dracula's undead.
I think my
so
wife is home.
That's pretty simple for him, I think.
He's got
to
an advantage
survive.
there for sure.
Miss me. Okay, you win. Hold this bacon. Why am I holding bacon? Ah!
All right, well, there you have it. Gendy, thank you so much for
Oh
hanging
my
out
God.
with us.
All right,
You can
here we
check
go,
out new
guys.
Episodes of Primal on Adult Swim and HBO Max right now. And for everything else gaming, entertainment, and FanFest, stick with IGN.
All right, IGN. All right, so this should be it. We should be about to get Lego Batman.
IGN Fan Fest is presented by
Oh,
HyperX
no.
and Neverness to Everness.
More sponsors. All right, Lego Batman. Give us Lego
Cinefix
Batman.
Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode
All
will
right,
reveal
should be
one of the
next.
movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. That was good. I liked it.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks. Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy. Join us as we find out on Cinefix, IGN, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Why so serious?
Catch up on all your favorite shows with up-to-the-minute gaming and entertainment news with Geek Media Podcasts.
Welcome to a very special episode of IGN Game Scoop.
Game Scoop has you covered for all things gaming and the
All right,
latest
guys.
game
I
releases.
think we're almost there.
Tune into Podcast Beyond for the biggest PlayStation news.
What is Neverness to Everness? I don't even know what that is.
Podcasts Unlocked.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief.
Catch up with your Super Nintendos on Nintendo Voice Chat.
And I'm Batman.
chaotic last night. And get all the latest console news and rumors with Next Gen Console Watch.
Now Xbox and Phil Spencer are even saying that a mid-gen refresh isn't even necessary.
The Cinefix Top 100 podcast picks a movie
They better
every
not,
week to
Zom.
celebrate and debate.
It's kind of every movie's grandpa.
Geek Media Podcasts, the best podcasts from around the world.
All right.
Playlist is the best way to
Damn
track
it.
your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection of the world, and finally chip away at that.
I can't wait for my wife to walk in the room and see me wearing this mask and wonder why she married me.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing?
How long is it supposed to last? I don't know, but
Easy to use.
we're at 3 hours. I'm hoping that we get like at least 10 minutes of Lego Batman, but I don't even know if my brain could take that right now. If I'm being honest.
It's good.
And this
right?
mask is
Every
not
guide
fun
is
to
tested
wear.
and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
Oh, here we go. Lego Batman. Oh my God. It's Jack Nicholson Joker. Gonna lower the music just in case it's copyright for a minute. This is I remember watching this movie in the theaters. I had I'll put the volume back up in a moment. This movie was so good back when it came out. And Jack Nicholson was the GOAT Joker. He really was. This is such... we've never had this version of the Joker before.
Let's find out what's going on here.
All right, that was Lego. And end of show. What's up, Kevin? Dark Knight Returns back suit 3 days early access.
From which ones we've revealed. I think my favourite is one we haven't yet revealed.
Yeah. Feel free to reveal it, though.
I'm going to reveal it.
This is my favorite.
Oh, there's Batgirl, there's Bane, Nightwing.
Batman, but tiny and plastic. Yes, we're talking about Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, and with me is Jonathan from the team at TT Games. How are you doing?
Great, thank you. It's fantastic to
Hello,
be here.
Jonathan. We are all very excited to see you, finally.
That stars a little scene from Batman.
That was so good.
Tim Burton
I
classic.
cannot wait for this game,
But
guys. I can't
people
wait.
might not actually have their heads around this yet. It's not just a game that is retelling these films, right? You have made an original story, kind of piecing together bits from the films as kind of this tableau. Is that correct?
That's one.
What suit do you think they're going to reveal?
We've woven in to the story.
I bet they have
of
some
this game
originals.
That starts with young
Dude, that
Bruce
Batsuit
Wayne,
is so good.
Takes you on a journey throughout all the movies. All
That's
the
Michelle
context,
Pfeiffer's
25 years of
Catwoman.
history from that fantastic character as you establish his legacy to really become the savior and hero of Gotham City.
And is it just the films we're looking at here, or are we taking bits from comics or other games?
No, we love the films and we're very influenced by the films, but there's so much to draw upon. It's been a complete joy to work
Batman
with such a
Ninja.
depth of storytelling material from brilliant creators in TV, animated series, comic books, of course.
All right, we've
across
seen all
the
this.
field of media. Batman's always been there, telling great stories. We've brought them all into this brand new Lego game.
We obviously saw the Joker in this clip, the most famous Batman villain, and
Look at
had a
those
lot of
new
different
thugs.
faces and voices over the years. I wonder.
All right,
when
there's
the Joker
there's
appears in this
the
game, do we get sort of like different versions of the Joker? Does the person
Batman,
portraying the Joker
the
kind of be
Christian
more
Bale
like Heath Ledger
series
Joker
Batman
Jack
or
Nicholson
Joker?
Joker, as we've seen in this
We've
clip?
seen that
The
though.
story takes place over many years. And as Bruce grows, as you as the player
we've
explore
seen
more of
that.
Gotham City, start to build the Bat family, everything around Bruce starts to transform as well. And as
We've
you
seen
know,
that.
Joker character that we all know.
Oh, that was
from
Old Man
later on in
Bruce.
Batman's crime fighting
So that's
career
Batman
has
Beyond
an
Bruce,
origin
I
story
think.
as well. We'll get a glimpse
Maybe.
of that. And then we'll see at key moments he falls into the vat of Ace Chemicals. Later on, he will fall from another great height, as Jack Nicholson in that character does at the end of Batman 89. And we'll see him transform as Batman progresses as well to become a character who does some of the really striking and shocking things that we see in the Christopher Nolan trilogy.
And another character that we've seen.
Batman vs. Dracula DLC? Interesting.
Sometimes she's on Batman's side, sometimes she's against Batman. What sort of Catwoman are we seeing in this game? Is she more of a friend of Batman or a foe?
Well, with all the characters in this game, we want to give an essential version of that story that draws
Oh,
upon all their different
Catwoman
aspects
gameplay
over the decades.
So this
We
is from the
start
movie.
From the modern, sort of most relevant most recognizable,
that's cool.
up-to-date version of that character. So we're quite influenced, particularly at this time, early in the story with the younger Bruce Wayne, by the Zoe Kravitz version from The Batman. And then there's a sort of iconic outfit and look that she has. The scene that comes shortly after that in Shrek's department store draws very heavily on the representation of the character and the suit.
Oh my God!
Iconically, you'll remember from Batman Returns, the Tim Burton.
Michelle
film with
Pfeiffer's
in that role.
Catwoman was so good.
The essence of Julie Newmar from the 60s is always in the sort of the spirit of fun of Catwoman, and we think we're bringing those all together into our Lego.
She's
Catwoman.
got like a
All
glider.
those different suits to unlock, and
Interesting.
the abilities that we've given Catwoman.
This is our
aren't
first
seen
look
in
at
any one
gameplay
of
from
those
Catwoman.
Movies. She's got more tech now. She's got.
I kind of wish she would
kittens that
swing
she
like
can summon,
Spider-Man.
with a laser pointer. And
Oh, she summons a cat.
And her whip can do things that we haven't seen in
That's
the other
cool.
movies. I think you'd always recognize that.
So that's the thing about the different characters. All of them have like a different ability.
Ability set. Like,
Swing.
what's your favorite aspect of her kind of skill set in this game?
A lot of people on the team.
Was it Alfred?
Were
Are you
so
sure?
delighted when early in prototyping, it became clear that to embody a cat. So you can, it is so fun. So you can, as Catwoman, summon cats around with a laser pointer. You can sort of launch cats at enemies, and they'll scratch at their heads and do damage. You can also actually become a cat. So if you summon a cat, you can become a cat and then walk around and crawl into vents as a cat, sneak up behind enemies.
But can I play as Ace the Bat Hound?
By meowing, jump up and down, and just being a cat is really fun.
Amazing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we've seen glimpses of this game. Are there any like references to the Zack Snyder like films or Ben Affleck's Batman at all?
Absolutely. We draw upon everything across the history of the franchise into this game. So yeah, you've got
there's the
and
tumbler
and vehicles that everyone.
That's the part that I played.
Recognize from across all.
I don't need this ad.
People who've played the Lego games for years are kind of used to these vast rosters with almost hundreds of characters at this point, whereas you've kind of focused it down to a much smaller roster this time around. And I wondered, is that kind of because you'd rather focus on these different characters and make them sort of a deeper gameplay experience and different from one another, rather than have an excess of characters with kind of variations on the same thing?
Well, we're doing several things that are new with this game. We're taking these individual characters on a journey as well. So you're constantly upgrading and developing new skills and opening up new abilities for each of those
This is going to be fine.
Within the Batman Bat family as well, we really wanted to focus on making those characters really,
all right, there's Robin.
Making their personalities come across and their abilities very distinct, so they work well in partnership with each other.
Oh, look at the penguin.
And we then want to give you lots and lots of options to see the full range of what those characters can be by giving you more than 100 different suits to collect. So you still get that moment in the Batcave when you've got all the different suits from all the different characters arrayed in front of you.
That's so cool
and glorious. You're still compelled to sort of want to complete that collection. But the story, yes, is more focused on a tighter roster.
And this is fine. I hope it's not long term.
With much deeper gameplay.
So people that enjoy like the
I hope
aspect of
they go
games,
back to a Lego DC.
Oh my goodness,
game.
There's so many. In any Lego game, there is so much to discover. There's a fantastic story that will take you through the highlights of Batman's legacy and get you started. But there's so much to discover in Gotham City as well. So many extras and collectibles and surprises.
Do you have a favorite one of those outfits?
All right, what do we got? Show me.
I'm trying to remember which ones we've revealed and which ones. I think my favourite is one we haven't yet revealed.
Yeah. Feel free to reveal it though.
I'm going to reveal it in the future, Sam.
No!
Obviously,
what did you make me wait for? Reveal it now, Jonathan!
Looking to the Rocksteady Arkham games, maybe in its combat, I think that's fair to say. And
Jonathan!
Kind of by trying to find the middle ground, is that
Jonathan.
a tricky balance in maybe trying to please two audiences? Are you wary of, maybe
Jonathan, I'm here trying to defend the wall.
On the contrary,
show me a new outfit.
Lego games is that the more we can
kidding,
draw
Jonathan?
Upon, the more different.
I hope I get to meet you
of
soon.
Character, the
if
more
I haven't already,
we can make our gameplay. The more appealing it is to us as players. And
Jonathan,
to players and older players. There's something.
I do love
Lego,
this suit.
I
broke this suit
well for everybody. So the more we can put into that.
No, wait, this isn't. That's not Brave and the Bold, is it? That's just a classic.
It just brings more to the party. So for this game, wanting to make a essential, really cool Batman combat experience, of course we honour and we look to and we draw upon the amazing work that the team at Rocksteady did, the definitive work that Rocksteady did.
Absolutely.
To bring that character to life in video
This
games.
is what I love about the
We
game,
want
okay?
a really fluid,
Again, I've
combo-based
played the
combat
game,
system. We want very dynamic encounters.
and
we want Batman to use
I
his gadgets and mix them up
trust
with really powerful
trust
narratives.
me.
We delivered that, and
The king
then
of
we
Shock
built
Blast.
around
It's
that,
gonna
and we
be
put
so
it
much
all
fun.
through this beautiful Lego lens that makes everything fun and accessible for everyone.
Absolutely.
Kind of seemed like the Skywalker saga was a step in this direction, but can we consider those like old style of Lego games maybe a thing from the past for TT?
Please
games? Are
no.
you kind of,
Answer no.
for lack of a better phrase, like maturing
Say
as
no.
a studio, wanting to do deeper stuff?
Say no.
We're not leaving anything behind. We always carry our history with us. You know, we made
I
those
like
games. People
that.
who work on those games are still working on the new games. We still love them. We still play them. With each step, and this has always been the case, we want to do new things. We want to keep that Lego idea of fun, modern.
Addison Ratcatcher, you still want to play this
With
game.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga,
I understand,
as you know,
not the
we made
same.
a couple of really significant changes.
Understood.
That fans really appreciated. So in particular, getting closer
But
to the character,
trust
having
me,
a really
it's still going to be an
immersive
amazing
camera
game.
system, and then just
You're going to buy
starting
it,
to
and you're
make
going to love
the
it.
combat
I
experiences and the
promise.
core gameplay systems deeper and richer than they had been before when we were further away, and it was maybe a bit more arcadey in some respects. We don't want to lose the accessibility and immediacy, but that showed that we could add layers to that and make
Yep.
environments that were really big and broad
Yep.
and really deep and rich and rewarding. We've
Agreed.
just gone further with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, and then also found aspects of the Batman character and the Batman story in Gotham City that have really worked well with that aspiration to get deeper, to be even more authentic in our treatment of Lego, in our treatment of the story, in our treatment of the characters. And we couldn't be happy with the result.
So partway through the development of Lego Batman, there was a big change at DC with James Gunn coming in. I wondered, has he had much of a influence over this game at all? Has he seen it? Has he played it?
Yeah, we couldn't have been happier when James Gunn arrived, because we love his sense of fun in all the storytelling that he's created over so many years. And we knew that he would make the character in the new movies and the other series as well more relevant and exciting. He'd bring new viewers in. The more people who are excited about Batman, the better, and James Gunn is the perfect person to lead that. We've been so thrilled with everything that he's done. We've been greatly supported by the DC team on this game, as we have been on previous DC games. And when James Gunn played the game, he gave some fantastic feedback. I know he liked it, and that was great to hear.
Lego Batman is coming out in May. Was that always the plan, or did a certain other game moving kind of dictate when this game would be released?
We knew we wanted it to come out in spring of this year. And we eventually had the opportunity, producing a game, as you get closer to the end, you can be clearer about when it's actually going to be able to make it. So we were really glad to be able to confirm that date when we did.
Amazing. And presumably a big sigh of relief when GTA 6 moved.
Well, sigh of relief. Look, I want to play that game. But we're also really
Fair.
glad to have some space for people to play Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. We're giving you an
Yes.
open city and a fantastic experience. For
Look at how
all
big the
players,
map is going to
which
be.
I thoroughly recommend, Simon.
Well, you don't really need to recommend it to me, Jonathan.
No
I'm
wrap-up
already
music.
sold. I can't wait to play Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Thank you so much.
Well, you played it at Gamescom, didn't you?
I did, but I want to play all of it.
I also played it at Gamescom.
More.
I know. I want to collect every suit. I will be unlocking that platinum trophy in this game. I can tell
Yes,
you that.
me
I
too.
guarantee
I'm
will
gonna
send
beat
a
you to
screenshot
it.
Once it's done, okay?
I want to be first in the
it's
world
coming out in
again.
May. Can't wait to play it. Thank you so much again. And yeah, for more from video games, movies, TV shows, please keep watching IGN Fan Fest.
All right, so the big new stuff we got to see was Catwoman from the Batman 1989 movie,
Up for day one of IGN Fan
which is
Fest
great.
2026.
But don't worry, because we have a whole
All right, so that's a wrap for this.
Fan Fest Day coming your way tomorrow, where we'll get brand new
Can I go
looks at things
backwards?
like Scream 7, Project Hail Mary.
Can I go backwards? All right. So we did see some new Catwoman stuff from the 1989 movie, which is, and we got to see some Joker stuff too, which is fine.
In TV,
There's a nice little like
animated
10-minute
series,
clip.
comic books, of course, and across the field of media. Batman's always been there.
I just have to say, guys, I've played this game. It is such a beautiful game. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are totally going to love it. I know the lack of massive roster has discouraged some people. Don't be discouraged. It's just going to be a slightly different experience, and it's going to be amazing. Trust me. I can't wait. I was hoping that Jonathan could have showed us that favorite skin, just one little skinny Roo. You know what I mean? I think we all overestimated it a little bit, but this is about what we should have expected. They weren't going to throw the whole kitchen sink at us. We got to see a nice little minute and a half of the Joker walking in for the 1989 movie, and we got to see some Catwoman gameplay. So I think that was a decent amount. You have to understand, there's still 3 months to go, right? We're almost 3 months to the day that this game is going to be out, and when it comes out, I know that's that exactly. That's all we needed. We needed Jonathan to not be so stingy and just show us one more bat suit. You know what I mean? But hey, look, there's lots more coming. I'm hoping to work with WB Games some more on this. If any of the devs that I know want to like chat with me, you know what I mean? We could maybe do a little interview, a little chit chat, couple, 10 minutes. We could just talk. I can ask you some of the same questions, but only just coming from me, But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up on that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for letting me wear this ridiculous mask. And Lego Batman, May 29th, 3 days early access, May 26th. If you get the deluxe edition, and to be quite frank with you, why wouldn't you just get the deluxe edition? You're going to get Batman Beyond with it. You're going to get everything, all the DLC, playable Joker and Harley Quinn. Get the deluxe edition. Get it May 26th. And hopefully we got more stuff coming because I need all that Lego Batman content. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see ya.